Celtic also born there and Kotoko any house born there
sure
and Sheshia and Nadia Bakudi maybe a call Manchester Derby need maybe a call oh that be Pep into me say Pep why am Pep
I'm true
Nadia so Pep into me say why am into what you mean maybe a call into what ye and come that join one and never be a new walk and in walk as a pano Baba Yara Stadium. The same way how 2 teams at the ball better form. No matter try say one more heady or more opponents. So what I say, Asante Kotoko team or more the ball 2 form FA or money ball. House of Folk team or more the ball 2 form FA or money ball. Tactics and I never how I see a dictating how a game be siako. But the be a good football. Ashe. I don't pay my fuck room. I mean, say, yeah, teacher in the year. Bawa unama, uhunya mapa. Name number by a stadium, Wani idea. Anyway, too early there, but I think, say, supporters no so be a kind of hune, so also be a kind of go visit Biaboko.
Oh, Yamiadum near here.
That's right. December 15, as a mother.
Aye. Say about 2 ninty. Na it is say wo ho ni ho bisa. Especially you sign a postpone leaks no for 1 week no. But eventually it is here. And this is one of the days Ghana football more remarkable. So we heavy. Yentimin to tonasi because it's special. It is a day. That's why the Ghana Football Association decided to say games na kanina ye morning ra nene enkahas and kotoko because they are special. So what you see. Thank God it's here. But once said they walk and say Usha Bontia was say supporters ke come ho kakra. I agree. And I see because of no maybe anami yenti minanti krumpa.
Okay.
Especially KJTI doom for 4 hours na me na muwa and I didn't see a single flag. So 4 hours now me baby I mean na me any there. People were busy doing normal businesses near there. I didn't see a single flag. So for those of you are wunyanti you know kotokone has nene any ebobo no now county hours no enormi ensaki empa ho. So what you say it is not too late. Aka be roughly
6 hours.
Make a time crumb best start your 2 tickets.
Oh okay. So by 10
years. You say be 50 minutes. Not 10 abo. You can just go to the stadium. No Akoto be said yeah okay. I'm happy say Kanu this time e-ticket in Zambia anyhow. Who say yeah ne complaints ne doso.
Yeah.
E-ticket you know. And I me happy say both parties need decided say yeah go back to the old way of selling tickets no. So maybe in Kabia you bet me you be near Tony in advance because even yesterday I had some calls and then call 4% bebia ombinya biato. That is also to tell you say even though a man for flags emo ball monsani or mokas who monam krum by be monso a man for your way and they want to go and watch the game.
Sure.
Unsana make said the last time a Black Stars a boy against Angola no. That kind of atmosphere no days before the game. But on the match day no can you could do on our GNSM. And I'm expecting say and then also because and just quickly go and buy your tickets. Now if you will be beer so be quite sorry I open and then you come back. What to ticket no so interest will be to me at 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes to time. Can you not feel na Uber? Or they be 30 minutes to time. You can just go sit comfortably. No, I said you know my busy aqua time no so a because me say can you adhere back wire pese memesi. When players need free tunnel ni mo eba
for warm-ups.
No, not even warm-ups. Omo best start
the
game.
no.
One part of the game I am in person miss it. So because sometimes with me gauge the mood of teams when they are coming from the dressing room and no correct me who say team way psychologically were sound for the game or not. So catching call for this is the biggest fixture when it comes to yen league Ghana has say, and today is the day. Let's try as much as possible Niemra Stadium now grown in your face, especially Kotoko fans, because this season there Ewo Kumase in the league Kotoko first home game in here. Oma boni nyina wo oboase. Now they are back. For those of you now me say me pon sorry me ko oboase ni ade me late ntina muntimi nkono. Today Baba Yara Stadium.
That's right.
Opon sorry crowd 12 o'clock and now 1 crowd. You still have 2 hours or so to come to the stadium. Until let's be there. Football without supporters. Kanu na aye event bi aye basa. So on say see ye bo match bi dey behind closed doors. I wo hwe no TV so cry nya. So let's try. And media my believe in say ebia nkofo enshow bibia wa bonten asad now. But time no so I will see them there.
Well, because Kwani had to folk fixtures Kumase yana usually ade ba ko a it symbolic how to folk cheetah for no. And the way our most support to team Kumase anytime be on my bar against Kotoko. And then neso nya expecting anything different. Empu an na has numbers na san outdoors more because of the fact say omu team no performing.
Normally the Kotoko.
Very good. And then ombe pese sa 3 times a Kotoko asha omatwa so in all competitions one bet last season has Kotoko share has home and away.
Say ni nyina so na
Kumase. Almost say 2006. Tama na omo renovate Accra and Kumasi Sports Stadiums for AFCON 2008 Has Kotoko twice ni nyina Cape Coast, right?
Yes.
Anti I know the
last year a repetition of that.
Sure, yeah. Yeah. But I say the difference is that we know back when you're neutral, but we didn't back home. And back in home buy. But me nim dear but me sure say na game no you be a much more competitive game than last season. You be much more because of the fact say has any bromedy back game anymore. Not wanting to lose against Kotoko no, one factor. And the fact that Kotoko will also want say, Ome building upon the Omuko and the Doma in the last match day, league you Every moment and of course against some rivals had to focus not even a single minute never boring game in there.
Yes, and the other thing so Kanu say what they has formed last season, even 2 teams now, what they almost form last season, compare almost form this season. This season the end an upgrade. So clearly Kotoko more this season a year last season had to folk same or more this season a year ahead of last season. And we expect a much more competitive game.
Okay.
Media empire back what me born say when it comes to South fixtures we na do baby na omutumi de ni bere bi ne ne di bi wura game nim so na edu ba bi ana se kikau ya doso but to say de na wudi kan aka no wo hwe Dr. Prosper Nate Ogun how person or body ball na can on few occasions or boasing you who say or try so be fly balls no so long balls to the wings. I think 1 or 2 games be but generally ne ball now he loves to possess build from the back. So say a 3 back or say a 4 back or you see say they build from the back with passes so in feel same until they consistently you kept saying say Ogun play no it's not that bad so make I say consistently when we were complaining I said go sending money adeno. I think you showed some videos be build up to certain goals being added. So generally you can see say Ogum way of playing entertaining.
And I like the fact say say omu shows omu show say ball ni mo din o say munya din o how they want to play is how they play.
They play, yes.
So what I say, omu ma opponent ni dictate how they want to play.
Sure.
Because we always want to play from the back. Almost more passing more, no creative chances.
No creative chances.
So what I say, but you see the problem now has got to do with almost finishing any chances creation. I'm say we have creation now, creativity we nim hono. Yana e form kakra.
Sure.
And I'm chances no yana enter my brain. Most times I bet someone was steady now. He comes for the ball.
Yes.
No I try so be running. No I try say
or involved in the play.
So what I say.
And also na need do baby any creative problem because you say one station there were any more. Now we are involved in the game. Now Kanu oko ko pebo ni bi boy by the time I be return ni be our legs near tired. So
yeah.
But on say in the last 2 games, forget about the fact say Future Stars game near FA Cup game. In the last 2 games, Kanu sa narrative say Kotoko chances creation no conversion no form no. Because in the last 2 games they've scored 4 goals
without conceding
even 1. So one concede 1 crab. And you can say in terms of goal scoring improvement ever. Again, in terms of goals team ni concede no, and also so improvement ever because what's 4 on concede so eti and no one thing that is exciting. We had to focus so generally Kanu after Lions game no any after Basake Holy Stars game no, and then there was another slip against baby any Gold Stars.
Yeah,
matches do mabu ni nyina no me fan of Watara, but you have to give it to him say we improve it team or the team now every one level to the other. So that's why I see who say off air I think 2 days ago now you didn't come on me catch us say I say it's difficult to predict this game in favor of one team.
Sure, yeah, no crap.
It's difficult. Maybe we are Kotoko supporter, we inspiration by say in the last 3 encounters Kotoko ashe. So what I say.
Yeah.
But say we share form no now. Any dynamics now. And it's difficult to predict say we shall now we eshe. And no game no Kanu never there. Until it happens on the pitch, you are not sure who wins.
Yeah.
Until every time every minute in the course of the game you have something to watch. And when it the type of gamer me expect to say beto job babayara.
You become more of tactics anyhow our 2 teams will be approaching game possibly. And don't forget the biggest domestic fixture Ghana ha. The only category A match club football mu Ghana ha. It deserves all the attention and the other teams need na ebo games a free ho. If I share results by Gold Stars nanka almost still 3 points Karela, but late in the game Karela for your penalty goalkeeper ebo mo take Kanu. Sioba Aristika new coach Mediana Stars the first game in charge against Samuel Boadu's Brekum Chelsea Brekum and also Korea saying so Chairman almost struggling ye pa and dreams share first goal but Korea saying na yedi no so come on Legon Cities Samuel Parkway see Fabian and the boys ne sa tena fie elusu to Bechem United and other game Basake Holy Stars woman recorded the heaviest win enra ewo against Yahudu course ni mu womo miensa etia Young Apostles omontumi anteba akokra so many more and a lot of discussions around the Kotoko Hearts of game no baso jumedi so about 9:21 aha Otec FM 102.9 ye kwama no ne na last the kakrama ye wia no discussion on amano ye bafi forget about the Manchester derby forget about the Old Firm derby across Glasgow any other games across Europe any you see no Madrid board draw and Liverpool board draw Arsenal board draw just say enra de mo ha manfo all right so last the rem kakra ye ba na ya ba straight to near the ba so baba yara stadium ya Santi Kotoko versus Accra Hearts of Folk. And to Kosama if you didn't know, you're live on Facebook, Otec 102.9 FM. You're live on YouTube, Otec Sports. Wait to me at YouTube. And tune in www.otecfmghana.com. and the platforms are how do I pick and show na with me at TB. Adam was say chill be no pay. Eka mo say WhatsApp number di juma 0505 225578 0505 225578.
That others can only follow. Otec 102.9 FM, the pride of Ashanti.
All right, enti emena so ye call amanane nafe enano pay and some kakra and sa kanina. Edia free and crofon cross on your delay to Sawutoning and ano, and some nadia bakama. Na Chesabian so timia kaso sharon so. Et say you drew weekend cinema say an chesama chesawutono, and also timia kaso game Sawutua. Of course, resource in any yadepa, na fe the Tiana Sam Naya Machesa, and at the Eba Cosanimu out testing in ano, Yadin and some nadia mau come on, never money and wash and so. Et say ye part Santiano Pasea, a to nekeba misha, a free time on scientific eba, and research clinic, common some nasueno, and a chessia dinina, and also Timodiabano, and T and ano pay Sawu Timinka, let Chesawan Casano, or some no Pomadia Timinkana Fuya Pema, a to nekeba misha, and I may come for Yama Mepana Feno, Mababe come on some more, Eddie Chewama Chesa Babian Sono, a Timmy Alcosonemum game Sawuto, and some Timmy Alcoso, I see I want something in a Timmy Bacama wouldn't say as usual, Yan Chansier, and Fenfree Fanny Champigno, now famous Chesa, and some Timmy Alcoso, I will leave Ganmonina, yet Timmy Famarana Chesa Babian Sono, and Timmy Coso, Olympic Thomas Sabo Cono, and Porcani Paco, Emma Leo Timino, among some let me at the game, I may come one summoner, let Chesa Emuya Tempa play and it at the Quentin Melon, on a Pocono, and my dear tennis, some Sabo Cono, and my Chesa, the tennis, some Uramo, our side anything. And the leader, or run it at the before the air, the Akite, and some Atekano, and my little Bobo Cono, Ama Bibian Sono, it me a crosso Shannon saw, and Sir Osei Akoto, and some analons game and two my Bibiano, it me a crosso come out, oh Shannon saw, as I start the Remsen Sono, and the Monaco Bobo Con, Aponella, O piano, and Timmy and Chevy, I was San Kemaya, Tinina, and some Timia, and I am an old casino, a Sante, a Cobane Sana, let Chesapeake to a ɛsɛ matches a ɛno nso ɛbɛkɔ so ɛwɔ friendly champagne no mu no deɛ wɔm ne sɛ check here memfa ntoɔ no mu sɛ ɛnɛ den no ɛpo 2 p.m. a lectures a Montpellier ɛnɛ den no ɔmne OGC ne si game no ɛno nso ɛba so sanso na 4 p.m. no ma memfa ntoɔ no mu sɛ stade breso a ɛpo ɛde ɛteɛ no ntɛma bibia ɛno nso wɔtumi akɔ so deɛ wɔm ne sɛ leha vobobo kɔno ɛgyina mu no afei ɔmne strapo game no ɛno nso ɛtumi aba so ɛyɛ 4 ɛna ɛto dwa wonim sɛ Rene ɛne stade yanje ɛnso ɛde bom game no ɛnso ɛyɛ 4 p.m. sanso no ɛna big game ɛne de ɛto dwa no ɛyɛ Paris Saint-Germain bobo kɔno ɛne Olympic ne enti wo hyɛ ne nso ɛsɛ kɔtɔkɔne ato folk game no ɛno nso ɛba so ɛne de ɛwɔ Kumase Babanyara Sports Stadium no na kyɛ sɛ owuram ɛwɔ France a ɔmo biggest fixture ɛno nso ɛyɛ deɛ ɛteɛ ne sɛ ɛyɛ Paris Saint-Germain ɛne Lyon no ɛno nso ɛba so kama wei ne kɔma ne sɛ ya na kyɛ sɛ deɛ ɛteɛ ne sɛ ɛyɛ league table no yɛde ma wo kama deɛ wɔm ne sɛ ɛyɛ PSG ɛde kan 34 ɛne ɔmo wɔ mebatɔ ma sɛ bobo kɔno ɛnso ɛwɔ 30 sanso no ɛna side ne ding ɛde Monaco ɛnso ɛwɔ 30 wonim sɛ ɛyɛ side ne de ɛde Lyon so no anasɛ Leo bobo kɔno ɔmo 27 hyɛ ne nso ɛsɛ Olympic Lyonnais ɛnso ɛwɔ 25 a ɔmo tɔ so nom Lens bobo kɔno ɛtɔ so nsia with ɛyɛ 24 points a yɛde ne nyinaa baden wɔnom no lecture sɛ clubs a wodoa ɔmo deɛ ɔmo wɔ twɛtwɛda wɔ aseɛ hɔ no ɛyɛ 17 points no ɛyɛ 13 Le Havre nso no ɛnso ɛwɔ 12 ɛna afei Montpellier ɛnso ɛwɔ 8 points a ɔmo twa to ɛda 18 position a yɛde ne nyinaa ɛno nso wotumi de yɛato dwa ma menkɔma anim no afei menwura mɔ ɛwɔ German Bundesliga no lecture sɛ matches a ɛno nso ɛwɔ agu no nyinaa memfa ntoɔ no mɔ ɛsɛ de yɛte ne sɛ wokyɛke a lecture sɛ Augsburg nso no ɛtena ma Bayer 04 Leverkusen yes Jabi Alonso ne mmeranteɛ no ɛkɔkɔyɛ adwuma deɛ teɛ ne sɛm ɔwura ne ten ɛde Martin Terry abae no ɛnya first goal ɛde ma Leverkusen ma ɔwura ne ten ɛde Flowan Vet ɛnso ɛyɛ ne two ɛde ma Leverkusen ma adwuma no nyina no ɔmo nso ɛtumi nya ne kama ɛma biribia nso etimi kɔ so na wabra saa nneɛma no nyinaa ɛno nso timi akɔe no lecture sɛ matches a aka no deɛ teɛ ne sɛ Mönchengladbach kebobo kɔ no ɛte Holstein-Kiel ɔmo mfa nya fadi agorɔ ɛyɛ ka ne nan ɛna mepatwɔ Mönchengladbach nso no ɛde ma Holstein-Kiel ama bibia no etimi kɔye kama wabra yɛ ka ne saa ne kyɛ sɛ mayanse bobo kɔ no ɛnso bɔka ne mmienu ama kyɛ sɛ Bayern Munchen etimi te ka no mu baako enti na yɛ Bayern nso no attested defeat ɛwɔ side na eti ɛde mayanse ama bibia nso no etimi ankɔ so kama ma memfa nto dwa ɛsɛm ɛyɛ player onya consolation ne de ma Bayern no ɛyɛ Leroy Aziz Sane ana kyɛ sɛ no nso pɔmɔden yɛ adwuma ne nyinaa ama bibia nso atimi akɔ so ne mom no mebatɔ 3 points ne ekodi mayanse yɛ de ne nyinaa ɛno nso etimi de aba Union Berlin ɛnso ɛne side lete ade VfB anasa VfB Bochum egame no ɛno nso aba so deɛ wɔn ne san ɛyɛ game ne nyinaa ɛnti 1-1 a yɛte mo nsɛm ne nyina no ɛno nso ɛtumi de ato dwa wɔabra me confirm sɛ St. Pauli bobo kɔ no ɛte fam a Veta Bremen so no ɛbɛtwa mo ɛka mmienu ɔmo nso ɛntumi ɛnti bi a yɛte nsɛm ne nyina no ɛno nso ɛtumi de aba ɛne nti a mene wo kasa Bundesliga no ɛnso ɛtoa so deɛ wɔm ne sɛm ɛden yɛn ɛtena wɔn afei no ɔmo ne saida lete ɛde VfB ɛyɛ Stuttgart nso no ɛde abɔm kama ɛnti VfB Stuttgart game no ɔmo kɔ away na afei ɔmo ne saida letting ade heading yam so no ade abom sanso na memfa nto dwa asa ɛwɔ signal Iduna Park no ɛyɛ BVB Dortmund ɔmo bɔ ɛde ɛtia ɔfin ya mama bibia nso no ɛno nso matimi akɔso game no ɛyɛ 4:30 na ɛto dwa wabra owuram na wɔ Red Bull Arena ɛyɛ RB Leipzig kɔmo gyina mo no afei no ɔmo ne entran Frankfurt bobo kɔ no ɛnso ɛde ahwɛ mu kama ama bibia ɛtimi akɔso wei no ɛyɛ kyɛsɛ German Bundesliga no ɛne ɛte wɔn nsam ne nyina no ɛno nso ɛtimi de ato dwa o check table no na kyɛsɛ adeɛ ne nyina sese no ɛyɛ 33 points ana me patro Bayern bobo kɔ no ɔmo timi anya Leverkusen ɛwuraba bɛtɔ so mmienu mebatɔ points no ɛyɛ 29 hyɛ nso ɛsɛ Frankfurt bobo kɔ no ɛwɔ 27 a ɔmo deɛ no ɛtɔ so mmiɛnsa Leipzig nso no ɛtɔ so 9 na afei points no ɛno nso ɛyɛ 24 wɔ abira mede to dwa ɛsɛ ɛyɛ Freiburg bobo kɔ no ɛtɔ so no mepatɔ mo deɛ no ɛyɛ 24 Mainz nso no ɛtɔ so nsia ma points no ɛno nso ɛyɛ 22 a yɛde ne nyinaa ɛno nso ɛtumi de abra wɔ ne anɔpa yɛ show no so okɔ ase wɔ adeɛ tie no ɛne sɛ Hedenheim mebatɔ mo tɔ so do nsia ɔmo points no ɛyɛ 10 Holstein-Kiel ɛtɔ so do nson ɔmo 5 points ana fe bokin bobo kono ensom awa 3 points a omo twato emakoma kudu nwatwe ana omo nsom edi so ye tene nyina ana nsom timidi aba na onim se points a wodo bo goals awa Bundesliga kanimo me ba cho owura ne tin any hurricane our 14 goals sansono ana umama mushin sono our 13 mamin fontija esem owura ne tin ade borikat ensom our 10 goals autosoma akoma kodi yetene samiensa onum se clients ensom our 9 ana fe aplenty a na itiri jama musiela ensom our yetene se 8 goals yetene nyina ensom ba wene ana pan wo so no so yenwura na fe yenkonkopimo our katanansia siwi ana na fe Manchester ensom abaso nyina no nyam wachuma mabibia nso nteme nkaso o join it Facebook no Otec 102.9FM Otec 102.9FM opa like page no or like page na share live video and I chese total sports week no ababu pa ama show nyina and some atimi go viral wa braya ya sano o comment sound to nyina wo de pa na fe yetimi ready e wo show no so me ba cho culture si we no the woman say kayari calcio amo tefie ama Atalanta amo base our Bergamo City no and some bomber temba be bomber kan bako amo some antimi antemamen confirm asem owura ne ten ade Nicolo Zaniolo and onya go no and some adema Atalanta ama 3 points ne nyina amo some kan ya de ne nyina no and some timidi atoja mamen kuma no na fe no me fanto no so yitene kacho tefie ama chese assassin Napoli abachi wo mo no mo 3 amu timu bako na de omne se Romelu Lukaku enya gone bako ade ma chesa side ne tin ade Napoli ma men fonto nim sem awura ne de ade Giannetti abokane bako ana Andre Zambongiza en som aya ne 3 ade ama Napoli bobo kono ama chesa itine bobo kono ye ka le chesa awura ne tin ade Florent Thauvin by no enya consolation no and some ade mo ma bebia so no etimi ekoye kamade ateno and said the Zebra Boys Juve etifie game no amu po 2-2 amune Venezia game no koso no lectures and some paise ta ama bibia some atemian koso men fontja say to Zan Vlahovic 2 goals are you venya ene nyina boy no ana chaso no some aya ne kema enya mienu ne nyina edema you via tiri nyina no and some ultimately apa and then Manchester wodo and some abetwa go our culture se we animal na the woman is leche 11:30 ya amoba Adi atia saida le diri AC Monza ama sa game no anu som aba social no so ese Bologna ebe ginamo na fe amne Fiorentina bobo kono ensom adi ahwima ma bibia so no etemi ankaso kama ye kano on sa pama bobo kono ani Hellas Verona game no anu som to dwasan so no ana Como 1907 ginamo na fe amne Roma bobo kono ensom adi abom kama hyane so esem uram awa San Siro le chese AC Milan bobo kono ani Genua di pom sanke ma make one some no be ba cho owura ne ten ade Marco Guita kwa ginamo as arbitra di ama game no ama bibia nsom atemi ankoya ye tene nyina ade nsom atemi di abra wa na no pan wo show no so afem ma table no our chess screen so di atene say Facebook and YouTube for nyina mo sankwan the atene say ye ka mo de e fidi gadochi ana mo nya no entim ade ne taso o join Facebook na Otec 102.9FM Samsung na YouTube no Otec Sports say we are no Atalanta ababedi kan me ba chomo points no 37 and womanya Assassin Napoli atosomie no 35 and womatimi nya International Milano atosoma akoma yensa amo points no 31 Fiorentina and so our 31 atoso 9 Lazio our 31 atoso Juventus atoso 9 points no 28 and for AC Milan toson points no and some 22 I didn't nyina and some timidi abadan one no lectures omo 9 omo 1 twetweda wa dan one no ma men confirm some 18 position no the otoso do watwe no Hellas Verona points no 12 Samsung na AC Monza and some 10 points toso tun cross Samsung no and Venezia chato me ba 12 points so manya no and some 10 way kakra wura mo our chess we anoma me to league lock no and some so players amo bogos no oram ewo Italy amo dia no ya to ne tin Capo Cananieri, Diatiano, and some Oranite, and the material degree, Eddie Kai, 12 goals and a player, no, on some Atimania, Ediama Atalanta, not Marcus Lilian Turamsono, and Paul Adima in Tabocono, on some our tension and so, as some Moise Kane, and Podima Fiorentina, our 9 goals at Demola Lukman, and some Ejinum Alanta Bobocono, on some our 8 goals, on some Pomadian to some Flower Chansono, our 7 goals, or Paul Adima, you some Romelu Lukaku, upon Adima Essa Napoli Gosono, I 6 Abranten day at the Castellano Sa Ogenamo, at the Masai Denidelas, you know, I was 6 Anafe Oranite, at the Ossolini, upon Adima Polonia, on some 6 I didn't know, and on some Timodia Power Nano Power Shono so, yet the Seriana Kako Young Ramo, I was Spanish La Liga no Lanfe Manchester, and on some Abaso, our Liga, Flanny Juma, Bebacho technique can be piano. Kakama, young Ramo La Liga mo, not mean fun to just say tennis Espanole, Genamo, Omni Osasuna, Gemano, and then no, Emma Bibiano, et me echo kama, and the Atiano, not me patro Espanol, a bon matin, a bon neo, with Osasuna no, Mamin Fontuja, S. Mallorca, at a turn against 11. Ebo Saida, letting Adi Girona Academy, you know, Emma Girona Bobo Kono, at the Kanu Pakuya Canina, lectures as a Pia Bobo Kono, at Nefe our Estadio, Ramon Sanchez Page 1, Nafe Amania Goni Paco, at the Amadia Tennyson, Ramon Side, no, Lame Pacho Sabia, Ebo Kanu Paco, Wabra Chata Pico, Aman Timianteno, Unim Sem Oranite, added the Tennessee, Manu Bueno. And then go no, Adama Sabia. Now, ye can say no, Uram our Sabia Bobo Konuma, Mamin Fontuja, as a club legend, Oranite, Adi Jesus Navas, player no, Mebacho, the Atene say, January, and I said, the day anymore, Boy, air barber retire, at your free football more, or any papa quo with Genamo, Abbo, the club football in PPR. Adi Manchester Yatiano and the same player side and it and the Sabia Ama Bibiansono at me Uncle come on at the woman and the sub point and Casa Urama lectures annonsonon upon the last home game no Ojinamo Ama supporters no and some Pomadia Mebacho Amotonium Ponabaso Ama Adiani at me Uncle so come on and the Oranity Adi Susana Vasansono lectures Sabia supporters no and Tenase Ama Bibiano at me Uncle Eugene video no Aba check my menenka me won say the ade nyina no eno som atiema bibia so no entimi enkwe enti de ye beba na fe ye de Jesus na vas ne video no enso atimi aba wa bra obetwen ye e Facebook no so ene YouTube no so ama bibia so no entimi enkwe ye nemam no me fon to ya say enye sabia game ne nko a ana boss so man to the bobo kono enso kwa we ekoko gina mo ene chesere balakano ade game no kwa hwe so Mebacho game in Toja. I would the woman and say Campo the football Balacas, and a game no, and also Coso, a year Real Palacano 3, Real Madrid 3, a year papa, na Adiano the woman any players some goes out on Adama 2 sides no, Unai Lopez, and your first goal, Adama Rayo. Ama orani did Abdul Moment Ghana Abdul Moment a pinball at the Tuatenamo Ama ni 2 enti o chekia ya ball 36 minutes na ma de dafam come you know na de ni wa ye tene pa Fede Valverde enti Kanu Paco Ama Jude Bellingham a pinball at the Tumo Ama ne baba ye de tene se aye 2-2 game in Kosona 56 minutes and already day at the Rodrigo Goyes and Sono Abomate enya go no bako esande ma madre de court 3-2 o piano and say game in the ye de kwakowie mebacho abrante ni day and easy palazon awurade na me akwani tema de supporters na kuma at investors coaches win from what de akuma ma deni na koye bisibasa ma game na about 3 matches no so no pie draw ma bibia etimi enkoso ye deni nyina no eno nsem etimi de aba ene de am no kase no me ba cho Manchester wuto no to so La Liga no na de wom ne me ba cho o check here ene no eba wie ya let's lunch time kick off no Atletico Madrid Omni Tefe 1 p.m. game and a game no Basso Deportivo Alaves German Athletic Club de Bilbao at the bomb 315 Sansono and a Real Sociedad de Bobo Cono bought at the Telas Palmas restaurant for no Aba Bibia Timia Coso a 5:30 Bayavia and Sono body at Thierry Betis a 5:30 and a Banonachia a Barcelona and the CT Gane and a Chasamon Sono, a Pomate, Edia Pom, Ababian Sono, and on some Timia Quay Kama. Now, ye can say no, say La Liga no, on set points and on some Quakama, and then Barca elbow game. I'm a bomb game now. I'm about one more game than Real Madrid. And the assistance Barca about 17, and then I'm 18th game and one more ball. The attendance said Barca about 38 points. Real Madrid about 17, almost 37 points. Atletico Madrid about 16, about 35 points. Athletic Club de Bilbao about 17, almost 32 points. Mallorca at Tosunum 27 points. About 18 games. And a Villarreal about 15 with 26 points. I didn't and some ultimately about the attendance. Our down Espanyol our 14 points. Etasodun wache Rayo Anasari Valladolid Amodiano 12 points Amotosodun Kron Valencia ewe ewa seho 10 points and amoso timianya players are Amopokos ewa La Liga no eno pichichi yanku eno mana feno yemfa ne nyina so ntememra wa bra o join Facebook and YouTube no Otec Sports on YouTube Otec Sports on YouTube and on Facebook no Otec 102.9Fm the woman is Robert Lewandowski 16 goals or Rafinha and some ababanya 11 goals the atiano and it's Antebadme and some 10 Kylian Mbappe and 9 goals Sansono and Vinicius Junior 8 on some to a Brentian Antoine Griezmann and some our 7 and a Brentia 19 Adi Sanchez and Sono and some our 7 Oranite Adi Lubakio our 7 and a Perez and Sono that is Ayose Perez and some body Mapiaviala and some our 7 goals I didn't and some to be about Premier League no Manchester Sono Apomate Akaso ama Anete Twaso the woman and it's a games Akaso Premier League no Arsenal etnefie and Everton the toughest at the bomb game no I name no and as how much we know maybe I try a chin at the buyer now some game we know and already did Mikel Arteta after Arsenal and some born there with Everton no and a papa say we Ukraine or Kasan and Nije I results a buyer now not just say or dada will be I didn't know and it say Arsenal Bobo Kono the umbe bia as a anya piano or more per 3 points no nature somebody a call name Everton I side about call bet me account as a game I'm a boy and Ankasano a game I'm on my Arsenal a good run for your money Emma be piano it me a cosonemo already or Casa or Bob Boys number so despite say on one Casadenia resource no or we are Amber work hard enough for subsequent games a good money no I'm at to many maximum points and a sabe boa I'm a Arsenal Bobo Kono I'm a quest as a Premier League no maybe I'm betting me a general distance in India and I'm on some to me and I am money Johnny D and Mikel Arteta and all Pomate and some summoning and some ultimately upon the Liverpool Bobo Kono I will fear Anfield Road Stadium Amani Fulham about 2-2 red card by Adema Liverpool until Robertson Ekunya red card a straight red card and a Jenny and also a buyer now me patrol players are Amunya goes no Liverpool side no and on ye Kwadi Gakpo first goal onyai Wabra Diogo Jota enya second goal no na game ni nyina your ball first goal aya Andras Paraya ano enya first goal no Adema Fulham Wabra no aya first goal our game no mo ama uram no Fulham me ba cho Rodrigo Muniz and son enya second goal no ama game ni pai say 2-2 na game no ade empire uramo our St James's Park Leicester Newcastle United bobo kono 2 mere the woman say Newcastle at Leicester City Epokane Bako mienu miensa ɛnan ɛkyerɛ din Leicester ɛntumi ɛnti kane bi mebatwɛ deɛ wɔm no ɛne sɛ boys a ɔmonya goals awoto no ɛde ma kyɛ sɛ deɛ teɛ no ɛne sɛ Leicester City bɔbɔko no owura ne din ɛde Jacob Murphy player no ɛnya 2 goals ɛma biribi atumi kɔ so. Bruno Guimaraes ɛnya goal ne baako ɛde ma Newcastle ɛma Alexander Isak ɛyɛ ne 4 ɛde ma Liverpool ɛma Newcastle ɛma Chelsea Leicester bɔbɔko no mebatwɛ ɔmo nso ɛntumi ɛntibe ɛnom na papa ne din ɛde Ruud van Nistelrooy ɛyɛ adwuma ɛde ɛma Leicester bɔbɔko no ɛnkyɛe bia ɛna papa kɔfa adwuma no ɔsɛ hwɛ yɛnka mu obia so ntimi nte ɛsɛ resource wei na ne nye ho na mmom no ɔbɛka ne sɛ Newcastle ɛyɛ the better side a mebatwɛ day no nso no ɔmo nso pae ntoɔ no deɛ ɔka ɛsɛ na ne nye resource no deɛ ɛsɔ mo kɔ na afei ɔmo kɔkɔ yɛ adwuma na Chelsea Leicester bɔbɔkɔ no ɔmo nso bɛbɛkikyio ɛsɛ ɔmo bɛtumi atɛn ne resource awodoɔ a ɛno nso ba ne nyina ne sɛ Leicester bɔbɔkɔ no ɛba Premier League no mu no ɛnkyɛe na ɔmo wɔm na ɔmo kɔɔyɛ na ɔmo san pɛn no anyɛ bia ɛsɛ ɔmo kyerɛ biribi ɛsɛ ɔmo yɛ ready for Premier League no ɛno ɛyɛ Ruud van Nistelrooy ɛna de sansam ɛto dwa after sɛ yɛ bɔ ne nan ɛma bibia nso no ɛtumi ɛkɔɔyɛ no Wolves bɔbɔkɔ no ɛte fam a Ipswich Town ɛbɛtwa ne mmienu ɔmo nso tumi te kan mu baako Nottingham Forest masa ɔmo gyina ɔmo nan so sɛ abele wɔ saba no nkurɔfoɔ wei no ɛbɔ adwuma paa ɔmo bɔ Aston Villa mmienu ɛma Villa etimi ti kan mu baako na deɛ wɔm ne sɛ owura ne tin ade Nikola Milinkovic enya goal ade ma Nottingham Forest ama Anthony Elanga boy wei ne na Manchester saa obi a ho deɛ yɛyɛ ɛna kyɛsɛ Elanga saa wa Elanga ɛna player yi akɔwura mo ɛwɔ deɛ tennis Nottingham a wakonya goal ama kyɛsɛ insurance goal no ɔno ne nyaayɛ ade ma side ne tin ade Nottingham mepacho John Duran ɛnyanya goal no baako na Aston Villa nyaayɛ no ɛma bibia no etimi ekoyɛ yɛhwɛ ɛnɛ matches a ɛbɔ so ɛwɔ Premier League no no na wonim sɛ Brighton and Hove Albion ɛbɔ ade ɛtia side letting ade Crystal Palace ama bibia no etimi akɔ so san game no ɛyɛ 2 p.m. ɛna ɛbɔ so na yɛka ne nyina owura mo ɛwɔ Etihad Campus Stadium a bɛba kyɛw no nso sɛ Manchester City bɔbɔkɔ no ane Manchester United ɛna ɛbɔ na san big game a ɛbɔ so no anya bɛteo two managers ne nyina akasa ne mom no before say yebeba enkasa ne mo no onum say probable lineups a two sides ne de wura no Manchester City atifie de wo mo ne say owura ne didi Guardiola emrante do ba ko ene eye possible ese oba parade wo mo no owura ne di ade Stefan Ortega eye likely obedem Kyle Walker Ruben Diaz Josko Vadio Ilkay Gundogan, Matteo Kovacic, Jeremy Doku, Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, Savinho, and Ellen Patalad. Entiweno, aye 11, aye possible. As a Guardiola, Adebaba, na Amori, Ruben Amorim, Nidianiye, the aye possible, and as a probable lineup for Manchester, no, any Andre Onana, Asejua. Obedem Lisandro Martinez aka Butcher aka Licha ebejinem Matthias Select ene likely obebo Lenny Yoro diamite and say player we no ebetumi start ne wa bra Diogo Dalu and some possible so be start Manuel Ugarte ebebo Copemeno and some ebejinem Sansono and Amad Diallo Bruno Fernandes Abrantanite and Marcus Rashford and a player letting other Rasmus Højlund we no I am rented back when it no I likely as some I am Amori Ruben Amorim sono Ebesia Guardiola side no Amachesa baby and some Timia Queno I know any kakranete by a tenina and some Timia Tuja our Stamford Bridge and also no and then I had day some blue colors no a fly Master Jobo generator you know expert papa and then move our bridge and also the attendance at Chelsea and Brentford the Bees and at 7 p.m. Sun came no almost some addition now game American was said as a Chelsea airport at the Brentford no on him say oh run did Peter Banks and age no more I'm a be swat me a maybe to Sanko Fire Manchester Derby no owura ojina sa game no mo edi no aya Anthony Taylor ana ejina mo ene ebo no nso anwumra Saddam Timbo ko no ebetena fie ewo St Mary Stadium na fe omne club ba they did it tournament spare at the bomb game on a Boston lecture said Darren England and so no agent a center referee am game no afa mami table no ne check his hour and him on some to me call our Premier League and so the woman and it's a Liverpool our 36 points me ba cho omodi kan Sansono and a Chelsea bobo kono aba toso me no Chelsea our 31 Sansono and a main fan to yes answer team no and some our 30 am toso ma come and San Nottingham Forest and so no our 28 points and so as a Manchester City. Hey, say the Guardiola kakra one boys no omu tu crude oil wa down ho ade no omu tu omu pe crude oil enche bia ometimi discover City tosunum 27 and omu sinki ane so omu sinki ko Aston Villa etasunsia 25 points and a Chelsea say no omu so ewo Manchester United etoso dumiensa 19 points and a United and so no etimi anya down one no Ipswich Town me ba cho points no 12 Wolves 9 points atoso don cross Southampton 5 points and some we say ho boys amobo goals no yenko yo na fe no fahwe mame e ba bibia no ntimi nkwe Mo Salah body ma Liverpool 13 goals Erling Braut Haaland body ma City 13 goals Cole Palmer, the Palm Wine Tapper, 11 goals for Chelsea. And after Chris Wood, and so our 10 goals. And also no, Bomadiante, Cole Palmer 11, Sadia Mekano, and Chris Wood our 10. And so our Nottingham Forest, Brian Mbuemo, and so our 9, Adama Brentford, and our Yohan Wisa, and some our 9. Mebacho, Oranite, Adi Cunha, a body my Wolves, Matheus Cunha, and some Americano, 8. And Nicholas Jackson, Jackson, no, and some 8 goals, didn't and some to me up, and any Kakran, no, and so to me up by just on something, and some to me amount of my pianso, and to me, Uncle Kamayo, Jimmy, we are, met Susan of Vas, ne video, ne bema, made a bema wa bra. One koya kakana necha saudi atoso ama bibian so timi akoye nema no me ma cho stories 1 or 2 be necha say yamra na fe wan kokano and some ento so de wom no and said to neka ba mecha every diamond scientific ba and research clinic bema system ayemre bema enema nkoye oba watin kanu form oba bunsa enema ne nkoso and some from wa to neka ba mecha and a chesa won so oje kakra necha sa bo ama bibia no atimi nkoso oba Facebook kaneswa donate kano yo generator so enti obahu said the city enya nyono ada oba bi numbi o se eduro kra de se we de wala se said ya wo kan no na menim se ba ba ya nyono we de etese onu muduro no nam say yes onu mu wie ye kofie no and o se wodo wala we duro ne de jai nam say adai wasi ejatua to nam say correct sanity Obano numbi ebe peja watenkana ma omense no a flow kama sanso no ana bema numbia me say o tro one wa bra wo sanso de sanso a e kire din bibia no ebe timi akoso ebe ma wo sisemu pains no ebe yi de flow na fe wachin kase no sa pains ni nyina eno nso yi de flow mental power no eno nso de be bana se brain power no e de ma ama brain no e timi function wo ama bibia e timi akoso e done ka ba mecha ena na no pe no me come for e de ma baby tonton dro piano obetimi anya be sanso na oba Otec FM ha obenya dia opa bia enso matimi ato bako ene chasa duduo ni nyina no ene nso wa ha kama entibomate na bibia nso no entimi nkwe aye 0246 727 677 0246 727 677 0249 208 252 anone numbers no boss de etiane se Gary Southgate dia men se kan se yewram New Year na on say ye be 19 crofo bi wa England na chese ono so no ye so obenya ne knighthood na ma bibia so no etimi akoe na afi ne din no ababa ye say Gareth Southgate sana papa no ye be frɛ no Barcelona legends no ene Madrid legends ne boy eno eye classic a etodwa e wo Japan ye wo no ene say Barca legends no ɛbɔ Madrid legends ni mienu ɔmo timiti Kanu baako yes saa na adeɛ ni nyinaa ɛno nso ɛte Balboa ɛna enya penalty ɛconvert yɛ ɛde ma yɛte ne sɛ Madrid wɔ abra wo chekia Saviola ɛna Fernando Sanz enya 2 goals no ɛde ma Barca ɛma bibia nso no ɛkɔ so kama yɛte ne nyinaa ɛde ba good news for City Rodri astate ɛrane enti ɛyɛ good news adeɛ ba no ɛne sɛ bibia nso no ɛtumi akɔyɛ kama nti boss yɛmfa mo na ne nsɛm ne nyinaa no mfɛnsi na ɛnɛ the super
Osima baako yɛbɛda wa last year say dwumadie na ɛtoa so Otec 102.9 the pride of Ashanti sɛ
Kanu
akwaba
mejo so
ɛnɛ the day of reckoning
sure
ɛnɛ na nkuntabuo no nyinaa bɛkɔ so Baba Yara Stadium mɛlɛ awɔ na me ni panyini bi kasa no no obisa me sɛ kɔtɔkɔ match no ɔmɛ like kwan bɛ na manfo bɛfa so ɔmɛ wuram na e-ticket system da so yɛ adwuma na and I make a challenge say for this game there I'm told say e-ticket system no nya adwuma to metwa ticket
hard
copies or gate and point of entry one na obi tue sika nyama o ticket no wram na phone so nkomo de ba na me hu say utie ne nsema outumi so no de nsa aguniti ha no ni problem nyina ne say sika no benwunu kwa otoko sika no benwunu ne pa nanko nice suggestion say they can sell the tickets get there but mo nye cash. What you say?
Okay.
Come on, nye cash.
Matias ye pa. Nti uduru ha.
Ebia mo banks for ewo ho. Anase ebia se momo no me use a like anywhere bi o me fa so me scan bia minus cash.
Scan
be cashless. Mani nye sika. E wo se sika ni nyina no e phone so ana card ana be like
transaction.
What you say? And I was thinking that, I was thinking that a fantastic suggestion. Yes. Even though many one or two problems be there, but I think the best way to stop chronoa potentially never cause what gates so obviously scanning ne chrono be cause so among for cool about for who's chrono mo die no. Some of these days, days like a neck and no tesum faso. But it is what it is, and this will turn away gate. Maybe some other time, wait me I consider this fantastic idea.
Sure.
But I'm sure it's too late.
Many no ya just like you were explaining. And you me no Kanu, so much significance, but a lot of casualties. When you decide to go one corporate and two digital, there were a lot of casualties. Say you see you will take FMA. Say you decide to say sign the B can home. Near improve the standards and MTB the normal corporate structures top level there. Obi oho adwuma na adwuma awoye wa hwe be free nenza. But what you say?
Yeah.
Wa ye adwuma na ebia we more relevant kra wa adwuma in terms of errands na nyama bebre bi. But wa hwe na adwuma be free nenza when you decide to go that way. Just like all ya what you say in terms of monetary terms cashless. So we use the liquid money card ni yes slot ya at the coronate. And now this is an account. Obochi mu ana atew. Nipa be very irrelevant. And the banners are people fight the system or they resist it. And yehunu be brave.
Was it what a filling station for no? I've been buying from JP.
Okay.
Now omo bi wo ho like utua they will hear your telephone number to no call my phone so miemia bibia was bo number mame o boy ya papa bo share ho na man prompt no
now activate your code
very good to bo code so man artist straight.
Yeah,
I think I know some of these things. It was a cashless ne there e hu hia because days like this sika no beba by be we no was a team nikita kitu bi so what I say anyway
can in economies where nipa adwuma bu a chain nipa ya na we much more welcomed say nye nipa bebre na ho mu ni adwuma ye what the digital or liquid transactions say ba eboa but in an economy where nipa bebre pay adwuma now say what you saw there no but they will fight the system and clearly you bi even say under Dr. Kwame Che no mo arrest you will be omo use the CCTV cameras no hwe mu a
yeah.
But new we no people closer to the club who portray say omo do club na chain even their club near there normally omo aso na say damage no ube no now the human face abam what share name bi in the past and name oyema club no any the work we dia enjoy na say but I think it is a perfect idea say ko abeduru no say ya na oto ticket na eba no anytime delay obitimi ye na ate no ba na ticket no emai into the same process we do out there we are out the alert na kire and the ticket will be given to you hard copy so that scanning na be a central pool where we can account for it but ticket na je no and ye kuro manzo no Kanu menim whether ye civic education for them why hard say Ghana ni awato ade obesa ye critical on the ticket ticket no pay temani we are the aka wo the ade na ye bi emfa no ho bium what I say sometimes we do gate na no kra na say say nko ticket na half no the aka ma na wo deɛ woyɛ wo pan sɛ wobɛwuram nti woduru ɔno ɔgye na ɔse wuramu a wobɛgya hɔ akɔ saa ticket no sɛ bɛsa akɔ nipa baako anaa mmienu a na ɛdu hɔ wontumi hunu ba ho deɛ na woyɛ interested in sɛ wokɔ park woduru hɔ a yɛate ticket ama wode ma nipa kɔgyina check no ɔgye yɛ ɔse kɔ but under normal circumstance sɛ nka wo insist sɛ ɔntim na hu sɛ adeɛ no yɛatem ba wode ma na akɔyɛ naa no obetumi return atɔn ama nipa foforɔ nipa korɔ baa no wasan agye no wasan atɔn ama nipa foforɔ
recycling sir.
And it is done normally at your games no when ticket no sold at the gate me kai has home na ombebo Kumasi last season I think they showed us something that going for a day be a bit me ahwe it means stop we no dodo there but omo tai room free no has the nipa ye ni mo Kumasi ane bai go mo na ebo home nipa mpare di omo gate no ne ba bia ton ticket ni nipa wo na wa tẹ Kumasi akọ stadium akọ wonim no ti saa de nse wodu abebo bi de nipa asma si na wa hwe no wa wura eni ho ti de aka be bia ticket a nipa no eto ye fa nchen check bi but kan me ne wo ya adwene me nipa ko be adwene se ye kọ ye nim no some of these measures bet me awo ho kotokofo na bet me yusu emomu number at the gate uduru on ma what the card na what the natural oboshe mu ete ya now the alert na che ni bakoro no ate ticket amount yeah transaction or on the end the nche ba se nke be ko system mu 1711 no na
system na
generate ticket na amount e ho na problem never so this is a perfect idea.
All right,
if you are going for e-ticket for no should consider it.
I see but ene down na game never so
sure
ya twen ache and I already trying.
Oh, ya twen
elections in December abetwem abesene call. And we are back to football activities. Na game a yede ma football akwaba. E Ghana ha this fixture baso no. Of course, enra games I would work so e baso there. But then enedie no ene kese pa ewum. Enunti ena nra fo nyana some clear games no ifri ho. But I'm told say division 1 for musa de ba ne
Division 1 games na bakoso.
Bakoso ne mum.
Yes.
Okay.
Division 1 games bakoso.
Okay. Say Division 1 kwade moon team distracted Premier League into
there.
Yeah.
And I think one of those things almost I heard the fact that Division 1 for the Premier you see the same venue.
The same venues, okay.
And the Premier for no moving free. Na action. Yes, I my Division 1 for no boss Saturday. E be pushi Premier League fixture be about Sunday. And but what I say.
Yeah.
And the venues where Premier for no Division 1 for no share into no. Almost I train earlier communication by say Division 1 on Saturday. And I think somewhere Wednesday and somebody said the games will be staged on Sunday.
Okay.
The Premier League ni na kwaka Kotokone has.
I see. All right. And maybe say be start straight away. Kotokone has nkomodie nko akopem say be sorry so. A lot. And ebe koso ne Baba Yara Stadium. A lot. But me shall say from the two coaches. Mabubaka Watara and Dr. Ogum. Scandi. So far we assess some performances in the league.
Kanu me that say for Watara, he came with so much expectations and they say na ne has of folk no and has a man or befano has a tough form. Because has a tough form has had battle with relegation in 2 seasons before Opeke Jumano. In one of them crowd na on the final day na has a make you do with a win and san omatimi akem
E will be chim.
yeah and offer Jumano and no can be obefa Jumano can clearly with the clout around African football so a coach top teams even club El Ali why technical director e wo hoping
And is it Yana? Is it whack? Whack. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm gonna say has 6 no count.
so why technical directorship Jumano hono echere ne technical know-how across the game for North African club in the shape of work employ with the nature say Jumano why do some level be Ivory Coast no free no wa coach teams or wa manage teams or honum. So Oremo has of folk me of the conviction say the recent struggles of Accra folk ever to an end and a new beginning ever started our house of folk. Was started in the first 3 games. He enjoyed a very good run. But after that, results at 2 so say it looked more like a honeymoon resource now. almost natural and triggered in football when a new manager take over, to the extent that it will be more no share the frustrations of the squad, saying say the war and it will better one and wouldn't mean your. So we were expecting that last season, which was last season 2022-2023 season, and yeah, based on one direction of recruitment has been sa comment no any sa assertion MBM. Year into 2024-2025 season, the woman currently woman it was so clear. Has in a pre-season that omo enjoy pre-season. Omo tra kra eye kakra ebesen ko Eastern region ekoto aso honom and omo firi honom ewura mu ewo Togo. Ekobo 2 games or ansa na has run back to Accra ebe start Premier League no. So now your football fan now say has of Okunia and need some bebe man say ya struggle you come on the final day it will be chim in a bizarre situation has a fight back winning in a game a lot of people will not put or premium and now credit has a folk for a hard fought winner and a more came, but in the end they had the 3 points or more came. So with the preseason yeah my bossy any has snatch signing a free as a watching from nations a womensa also from nations. 2 of the most important players are omunya throughout the season. 2 of the most important players are nations throughout the season. Edo Muramo has names has 1 ebe sorted the issue about their centre back with Abranti Efeno Amufa joining omo na Mewua Mensa joining omo no already omo Kevin Osei Akoto ombe sorted hono and na yehu say Abranti Efeno Dennis Nkrumah course and so season no now ended with House of Folk in the previous season. So Vinicius Atta Vicentius and I need I've forgotten the first name. Atta the almost sign from Levinshus. Thank you. Levinshus Atta. Ebe Roma on also went to me and proven on for the led back rule. It looked more like has Ebe struggle to arrange the back line. Abranti Efeno Ampedu issues which is beyond the performance Nankasa relegating from the starting place. So has a court pre-season in Abino all was set. Say has a bayadie. And the pre-season, this Sani Muhammad boy excited a lot of the fans with the skills are training grounds in some of the matches on boy. Just started at home and Abasake Holy Stars. Echo stop House of Folk, 3 points in Nina. Then the second game, Momoto Asoko Pando, a Honsono, Coach Bashir for the team, a picket 3 points in Nina. So, as a has the answer, back to season no more no a one or master tier free. But after that, has a tries almost 10 resource around with Bechim, any nations drawn by fire, a twice called young apostle, and a couple of decent resources has in Yae, Ebe Putu or more in a very good and respectable position there. A blip of start and Omunyae, but through going into the season has Bayadi. But somehow, resource no assign Adanika Kra. So for me, the coach, the only thing I'm here happy for, Abranti Efene Salim, how coach now finding a way to bring him back. A coach who openly criticized the player, not only once, but about 2-3 times. Mami used this word, a coach who humiliated the boy by bringing him into a game and taking him back and are off. And after that, while he has last 4 games, he's been one of their top performers. And coach now restore confidence in that boy. Players from nowhere to say Stephen Appiah Jr. Asari and Abrante Sani Muhammad no Abuaso Messi. Omure team kakra. Anyhow they are pulling House of Folk game from their wings. And making sure say Ombe add some bite to the attacking third of House of Folk. I think individually it's been a bit fine. Collinson, one of those players that may not be nimno until I started his season, not the man has to folk. But he's been a very good player for them. For Obi to say Amufa, few chances onya from the beginning of the season now o prove my who say from the free bechim aba so the free goal stars aba no obeto aso e wo hono ma so coach na improve individual players bi e wo team no results no enye bad the term use the word enye bad and say has poor showing no monya based on the expectations and any power no still they are not far away from the top. Omni too far away from the top. Has 19 points as we speak. And the top of the table 26 points. 19, 26, 7 points of the top. It has ensured too far away from the top. And Emma or more results no money ensured bad. But the coach himself individually will improve some players. But together team nankasane it doesn't look too much of House of Folk type of play and House of Folk type of team out there go into a season now be per se ubenya bibi at the frame but still some of the players now are learning from the coach just like Kotoko de na ni bi no remember how there but House of Folk and so started a season and now mo in a season omo started players 11 I mo be 3-4 pe and it be a last season omo action for House of Folk and the House of Folk go game now ebi as Kevin or SB start game na Hamza Isa start game na these are the two players I say throughout last season na someone constant kwa na faces represented or has lineup num oko to the defense line na almost an entire new team together with the goalkeeper Asare our them no if you want almost a new side who is Salim. And he maybe Malu Ayakura new to the team. But we Salim everyone ma all the other Collins and Hussein is our boys no more almost a new side of House of Folk in the attack. It look almost the same. Sani Muhammad, Mafri Asamwabuatin, Asari Junior, Stephen Apia. Almost these players has a tie started games in them. So Danen and Sampo ne Hamza Isa. Mauli wa yomu na ebe mfimfini the squad yehu this season has a new team under a manager or try say or be instill bibi kakra team. So for me meet my rate coach no around 65 to 70% for Ejuma so far why you know individual players no fine but together as a team no and that's what the kakra account and you can understand and excuse him because of the fact that players need be a new to the style of football, or new to the club, or new to the expectations of club or mujinam. Obi or baby ujina ebo ball. Supporters and should any expectations can see be apart from the normal things here bom see winning. But they are playing now for a club. Even after winning, it makes a nemo ball born in your face. Even after winning, it may single be out. I can say way there, the born in yet. So they are in a new environment with new expectations. And it be so young that football or more even to the Premier League standard. No? So coach no where Juma be brave. So they can but I'll rate him between 65 and 70%. Or start here poor. Say after bare 5 games, I'll be saying I can man bare 40%. But or turning things around, any day has a who recently no can 65 to 70%. And I think enough to pass. In years I'm here,
so they were close to A+.
We close to a for instance standard universities in the US all 80+, and some one A.
Yeah.
Maybe also about 75 crown over to media A. Yeah. That is my assertion of the coach. You know.
All right.
How will be improved team nankasa team no. One said 2 seasons ago, Kanu has a struggle. Now, almost total play no was in no doubt say. Osei Akoto has elbow game. A hono no more ball, equity, but not scoring a problem. Tomode a 3 years I'm watching Eura squad. No, the expectations was that in quote in a smaller club like Nations may compare has to Nations. Then I'm used to our word no. Say wabo Nations actually over 12 goals. Ewo Premier League no ma. Who run into a bigger club like House of Folk, where everything around the club ever make you bigger than your former club or free mobile, and you're not over hitting more of the goals, no, at your good team.
All right.
But was starting, you know, goals name Mado, but the involvement in play and the threat are AB or the defenders up front. just to make sure that other players bring more opportunities. That's all. It's not been a very good run for Hasselhoff, but it's not been bad. Judging from Gold Stars, our one at that league in the top, any results almost are producing recently. The gap between Omni Hasselhoff makes it look like has any a bad side in the season.
All right, Kobe.
Kanu.
O comment we are near Beshen games of course on near San TSC Kotokoni has ni so from there. Naskandi assess the performances of the two coaches so far after 12 round of games they will league anymore. Omi no shiane.
And I'm 3 minutes because me assess has the young one.
Sir, and the Kofifa Kotokodi. And the team. O fa Kotokodi. Anyways, can you eat you?
Okay, Kanu, my main champion Minia Cosmos, Paradise Gas. And the guys no more than my main job. The woman said Kotoko team no. For the first 4 home games on my boy, me feel not a very easy to assess the Kotoko team. After that, results no ebunikum, and Kotoko had a very bad or poor run. Something that happened last season. Maybe this is a coach Prosper Ogum. Next time we see BB. Free home. Unlike Coach Watara, the Nana made discuss and said, we new to the club for now, and any players, Coach Efreno Ogum, and entirely new to squad Nekurano. And recently, while you're with Kotoko, Ekotre feel 1 season, Penos back to Kotoko. So the environment of Kumasi Asante Kotoko, we're used to and we're familiar with. Players Nankase Ohono, and we're used to some of them. And we're familiar with almost all of them because based on the Kotoko's new structure, there is no way Coach Prosper Netogum bet imagine baby Akasi will be to play a man. In terms of the arrangement, that is I'm missing on technical side ninjano. I know for a fact say or no any handle ninjana and all requesting for players any signing in an a or no. And own to me emblem will be for a player. Or Kotoko setup and maybe do bet me aye player Nagrian Senes and Kunya na a beer Kotoko end me and for player Namano. But for the current squad the Kurano, he should have so much information about any of them because Onwa and Sanu Ejuma. Na Ononso in a similar position said the American new players as him. Kotoko so start here. Apart from goalkeeper Sari or best starting game na Diamomo. Any recently Justice Blay and also starting games at the moment. Any intimate menu, and to an extent, Chidramana also 10 minutes a team num. Or more Makani Yinano, a new players are almost a starting game now. Blow any all the fullbacks now is a mobile game, the Makotoko Ninano, a virtually new. Up front, Abetamwa, Saka, so be you sue a Ukraina, the Nigerian. Fernando and whoever was started away in Mobiano, a very new entry. Emmanuel entry in midfield is also a new player to the Kotoko squad. But a coach, he played against most of these players throughout the season and Sana or make a recommendation as I sign him. So there are no excuses for AB at obey. Results in Daniel Kakrano. The reaction of the coach. Any players in the one who say you will be a bit more turning things around. But this time, we did not see a coach who was turning it on the players. Now the blame on the players or more together. Come boom your magic somebody fight back at any results. And a very good result. No Konya DT club Adriana Stars and on the FA Cup also against Future Stars. We are looking into the game, say coach, a bit more turning things around. But for me, Ogum, any what he has produced, though we're just 1 point away from Hasselhoff. Remember Hasselhoff 70 to 75%. But based on coach Nankasani the players or toy, and the fact that last season no any results were produced, can Ogum make man on more than 50% for Ejumana Wayano? I'll not give him more than 50%. May charitable power, I'll give him 50. And if I want to be very critical, bear less than 50%. Based on one recruitment or last season, no, they are going to go real muya. Omoko bear 5 matches, no moon shape, last season at home. I'm a reminder and say it dated back to about I think 52 years ago. Akoto konya sa run ni bi say o mako be 5-6 matches or munshebi, and asan to ni bi in the middle of the season, and I say in the early part of the season. But the good thing is that when you 2 straight wins are Osei goes 4, no one conceded be, and he has a very big test, and the entire AB obey fully relax kakrebi, and they say he's the manager who masterminded the last 3 wins here can was me against Club FN Hasselfolk, but I'll give him maximum 50%.
All right.
Because he was there last season on 120 players, and the results has not been good. 18 points there, and it is not good enough.
All right. Ovilabi.
Yes, Kanu. Abubakar Watara, Dr. Prosper Nate Ogum. Kanu edi kan. On say in coaching, no. There were some of the coaches are combining classroom work and coaching. And in Ghana, there were examples BT say Duncan at a point, Coach Bashiru Hayford, and Dr. Prosper Nate Ogum, even Yusuf Bazigi was a teacher. A Professor Minta, also a lecturer. UCC. And Kanu, majority of such coaches are in your Ghana. No? are making a very good statement. Professor Minta, at a point, or she share Busuya Dwarfs team no more bob ewo page. So to me say, yeah, the classroom ejumano, aka football no ho, ena a show ewo page ne so. Coach Bashiru Hayford, he's done it with several clubs in Ghana. Lions, Ashgood, Mediema, Kotoko, now Lions again. Right? Ofa Bazigia, same. For Black Queens, at a point, or winning a trophy with the Black Queens at that time. No, that's what Chiradia Odia Bene Senior High School. So, David Duncan, same. On the MC do baby now as a due to load nintino na afi attention for classroom work no akofom kakra, but combination of classroom work and football no mano Kanu emi hum say he's one of the coaches in Ghana no omabo brapa che say untumi entoto omase. He's done it with the national under 70. I remember when we went to Peru. Yeah, 2005. With Hasselfolk, yes. Wabako toko. And one thing about Duncan and he say, after some time, we say, washishe tima omo a certain brand of football. Ain't he? Our friend Dr. Prosper Nate Ogum, one of those coaches. Classroom, ejuma, plus football matters. But Watara there, he's not that type. He's also not the type of former footballers who were successful. Omo retired from football, no? Omo de coaching account. I say there was such coaches also in the system.
Yeah.
Wabobo na we are not the coaching account.
Yeah.
Watara dieno a different thing altogether. Now, we had Dr. Prosper Nate Ogum from dwarfs to Ebusua. Wafa and then Kotoko and na Oteki a break and wasen a baby. Ushe sa adwuma ya waye nyina me I remember say time I know what was na Professor Minta she dwarfs team no amoma boedum pempensuo bi ama prof was no more because of adwuma na as wo ye no FA more and UCC. So now dwarfs team not drop it. And some projects now, Professor Minta some of the players I remember at that time led by a Ponche. Now most of them fade out. And now Dr. Prosper Nate Ogum take over and on social so she team no. And around that time, I think one of the things I was young for dream ban super you said or did was say share Kotoko 4-1 or so. Robert Mensah Stadium. I remember said that day Nami was stadium ho. And after the game, he could be saying, say, oh boy, against Kotoko team a year weaker. Now say, or no one I get a very good job with Dwarf's team, no. And was say, I'm trying to take credit away from him. And I say, but he did a good job on the day. I remember Blood and Michael say were in charge of Kotoko. And it was a bad day for Kotoko because Dwarfs came to the party. Now Dr. Prosper Nate Ugum and they in charge. From then what they call Wafa. And Wafa maybe Wafa brand of football na yenim say Oko Stadium na say Wafa elusu 5-0 pa ombe entertain you no. Under Dr. Prosper Nate Ugum yansheda enhu that type of football no at Wafa, but the time no so went down into the history books as one of those periods. Kanu Wafa plays well on the league log at the end of the season, so he did a good job. And what the PM was Sante Kotoko, and you see in my view, Okike Bibia Bomwa at Kotoko. I think say this should be Ogum's third season because in the first coming no, after the first season of G League no, the second season and surprisingly on it in the party ways or back no, last season was in the first season, this season and the second season. Watara also took over after say Nahasa started last season now Ankui and it was like a rescue mission. Eventually when Timia yet too good, and we all saw it say at a point in time there was a taking the game will be him to ensure say House will not go to relegation. And when you had the chance to play in the second season with Accra Hearts of Oak, the difference as at now then they say Ogum Akochi Asante Kotoko at the Omaje a Premier League, and the first coming no, it was in the first season. Credit to him. Watara second season here, one started first season, no, but the second season no, was started as the man in charge. Wako any pre-season, why recruitment, why pre-season, or they are best started the season proper. Ain't I think so far the difference in say in terms of coaching has and Kotoko. Ura Ogum won the third season money. Watara won the second season. But of course, the Ghanaian environment needed any new to all of them. Ebia Ogum na atena hache. But Watara there unimuha and wako no wasanyaba. And then the other thing is say Ogum has a Premier League with Asante Kotoko.
Okay.
Now, Omunyina last season, you know, Ankoye. The obetimi Eddie defended Watara and then they say he did not start the season. 1 year recruitment. Ubi na year recruitment at the starting season, you know, and na Ankoye and yes or no or my rescue team, you know. And maybe Ubetimi I hold the brief for him when it comes to that. In terms of Dr. Prosper Nate Ogum there on 1 year in recruitment. Even though the appointment, you know, late, but he had the chance to do pre-season. Mekaiso Omuko Mampo, they played a couple of matches.
Beposo.
Yes, Beposo. Yes, close to Mampo, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And he was in charge. And no starting season, you know, and no Mankoye. All of them had the chance to make changes for this current season. Now, so far, after 12 games, has position and on the league log ASCs with 19 points. Kotoko follow 7 with 18 points. 1 point and a dormantum. Kanu, I think say Osei Kotoko. Now they compare Hasa in terms of two coaches no. Ejuma Obiaya Ewoni team ne ho. No mujina pitch ne so no mo ba. You look at it say problems bang and nana two coaches no are never so solve this season. Omunyina no at Asena one way or the other they had goalkeeping issues. Kotoko there Asari was there stable in a way, but backups no a problem. The reason why they had to part ways with Captain Danlad Inti Kotoko needed to get a goalkeeper. Inti Kamara comes in, and now, in my view, he's the number one. The only reason why this season Asare started games be ahead of Kamara no, say now Kotoko Mpese will be losing position your Black Stars, but clearly Kamara is a better goalkeeper, and he's keeping the post. The same thing, and Ouattara and Suye or the Benjamin Asare Abbey, and he's been a solid goalkeeper.
As a Adani argument is or not the best goalkeeper in the league.
Yes.
What the cancer? I think there was a comment from someone say as goalkeeper the best in the league. Now never know the discusses as same way.
I think say Obi Nene can say I think one of our colleagues, reti the two goalkeepers, Kamara and Asare. And
Kotoko Asare.
Has Asare.
Yeah.
And Ochre say in terms of statistics there, Asare is ahead of Kamara.
Yeah. So far,
I remember that.
So far, this season,
yes.
Asare are born more than Chen Kamara.
Inti, I know there, but maybe there. Who said I may catch or say, if you ask me if I'm to choose my goalkeeper, I have fine goalkeepers, but I'll pick Asare. Kamara.
Okay.
Kamara, or you say the only thing I own, ama as a man for the way Omuhuno no, enye too high no errors bia. Why yet this season? We can talk of the Bechim one, and against
Lions.
Lions. Maybe the Lions, the no crowd here. Me nations na me say among all a Bechim nations that me feel say error. Go Lions the any day. They be amika say ni defender miscalculation. Edni koshe tight corner. He needed to come and save the situation. What clear ball no? I'm a ball na go close to the center circle. That time no appear be clear ball no. He's running back and the lobby ball na atunet.
So it's a clearance near poor. Results near
the clearance well.
The clearance no poor clearance. What you say?
There was ball go close to the center circle.
Some Bobo my opponent boss me a mistake.
Okay.
And found
maybe I say it depends, but
because say completed passes. Say county completed passes. A pass our bomber will player. It's all pass. Na first dey na nko player ho. Na kodi opponent ho a. Yen kan completed passes.
And then you pass away and then clearance.
Na clearance. And also one.
The Kanu get all bokra na defender na hwe so na wa amfa ball na. Yen count ma. On na hwe so ba yen count ma.
Yeah. It was Kobi and you wait me defending said then.
Errors
leading to goal no. Errors leading to goal no. Kamara be kan no aka ho.
Okay.
Nations 2. Became 1. I have 4 more. And I think there was one other one. About 5 of them. Yeah.
Lions there no. And I could visit my own.
Also, and there were the account. Kanu the
account nations ni Bechim.
Ma can Lions there account. Lions there account.
And
Bechim
nations.
And nations 2.
Okay.
What just here? It is 4 goals, 4 errors leading to goal. 4. And Hong Kong there. Emma ni modimono and to Asare. Because Asare the why in this season for her to focus say was save a lot of chances on any day. Last season Bianca has and Kebesho. What just here? A Bobby one say and carried that attack. And now say back no even Richmond na in a demo and can go. But now Asare it is Asare now improve has goalkeeping. But in the case of Kotokono, Nipa coach Nifi say on na ben number 1. On him go no doubt about it. Kamara is a very good goalkeeper. But so far,
Debbie say he's the best goalkeeper in Ghana now.
Fine, but so far errors now why yeah are cost to Kotoko games. Any at the end of the year, I mean, at any max. So
I agree.
Yeah.
But the point I was making is in terms of goalkeeping, Omumi enu nyina obia aye addition.
All right.
In terms of attack, Ouattara, yes. Sunny Shaq mo abem and all of that, but still I know say Asamoah Boateng like says Scandi Ekan from Nations he was coming with at least 12 goals at the end of the season. So far it's been difficult after 12 games, I think saying goals it's not even up to 3. So enti ɛhɔ no you say ɛhɔ no Watara adwuma no ensipe when it comes to the attack. But there's one thing about Dr. Prosper Nate Ogum. Sisi amene ka say Abetamoa Kotoko striker no says Candy one thing that enkofo nyam here ne say at Great Olympics yewi a season he had about 5 goals. By about 12 games so in all competitions with the FA Cup ne ka ho he has around 8 or 9 goals. So what you see the minus for Dr. Prosper Nate Ogum ni say last season one of the best attackers Pitami Duakwa. And think I expect to say moving into the following season I was saying to me improve Pitami Duakwa. But even though we added something to Abetamwa and he's become the talk of town, especially Kotukonimo, but Peter Amiduakwa is off. Maybe another player also on the part of him there was on but ultimate responsibility. Wogum is still the coach, he is in charge. And you can look at Bibia Bomwa. I think say 2 teams Nina had a very poor season last season. So far after 12 games, difference no end so. I think say Oshe beyond points accumulation has LED Kotoko by a point now. Ebanu say total team play now on play on the pitch. Any in a way identity. Obeka se Ogum e wosro kakra bi e che Abubakar Watara. So what you say? But okay Bibi Abomwa, if you ask me to rate the 2 coaches, maybe I think say Ogum is ahead of Abubakar Watara.
All right.
So what you say?
You yanko anima yen nwan mo ye adwuma o THB so maka chom so mo de Kotoko Jesus ni bia bejam maka de bia me kan say 300 cedis o mo de buy no amfa 1 cedi kura nto so ti Kotoko chitafo wow uhia bi no betumi aba be GBCC 300 cedis na THB for my ticket say yen chema Kotoko chitafo ne has a chitafo me so mo kohwe match ni na football of infants ti o mama but was 30 on 30 yeah from THB to Kotoko JC no mo Toma supporters ni sika no mo mfa nwenam ofi unsu enu an e de no an na
but THB
the whole brand o mo na she Kotoko ntade
okay
yeah enti o mo kire se
bibisa
yenche sa ticket ma Kotoko chitafo and like before problems are yin and when tickets are hard copy onje me kasa jamba ku afia me mani abra me adwuma no afrem se ma ba me gina gate there bi enti bi ni obi ani jamba ku bia 30 we have them if you are around a bit ma be simple
question bi
but what say na but what say
question bi
David we do so
beba
omo we dey say omo dey check enti when you say na me kasa call an afre no aka 5 minutes a ref bebo am me start na afi no offer us me gina gate sa adwuma no so yentumi nye aha Brazil say
me say no nipa no ba ha no
abeje simple eni obi ani jamba ku bia because ye koye adwuma edru stadium de adwuma ne ye aha wo free sim kura na wa ha me we bia na camera me twa video bi a ehunya pa aha nti we de wo betimi abeje BCC ya na e de ama na say ayi kura ka so bebre am ya che bi mi ntene nka ayi Kotoko supporters yo mba demenya de afina ba
yeah release ticket nti release ne de afa
oh okay
afina twum
de baba oh okay twum de ba ni nyina be che ni nyina me ka house ne be che United FA Cup final no no ye che ticket close to be 2000 ofia yeah ko je 500 see na 300 na so mo say 50 buy the 100 basa chesa sa ne no. All right, but it was a diaboko. Hey, Brazil, no.
Kanu.
Brazil.
Kanu.
Na champion show. We will not to champion. Yeah. Hey, why have you? We will not check. Your unfinished business is baby.
And I am coffee.
I'm a coffee crying with Siaga. Office in Yako.
Office, they are not in so benyano.
Me, I was good in Como.
Yeah, you coffee, and then Sunday say open show na Otabo François Yaba.
Okay.
Na keko.
Champion.
Champ.
Adia if you dia champ die.
Yawo.
Ha me pa. Because ha me aramboa. Ha me. Ebi.
Kanu.
Na bia boko de.
Boko.
Na afi kotoko replicas na ekosen.
Boko bia ko kama. Bibia ko kama.
Kaza na nse omulusu to aso phone ti de be jam na manfonto.
Wo ze kotoko de. Ye na kan team ne bosom. Team ne bosom di se bibi enkoya bonze na fight bibia. Titi HBD afi de ne men ne kotoko so ne men na aba. Se na wo hwe ya ne de mo de call morning walks ni na o ma post ni na me kra ma se no bi. Ti se obetima ma tie for so ahwe bia. Ti morning walks ni na just is ni na babontin. Babontin.
This is no so dear. Scandi, kotoko jesi ni dear.
FFA.
Afi Ghana ha me nya sure say there's a club. Moment me kra compete European clubs ni bebre with design no ne ade. Oh okay. The way the mo ma players now because of house of match na.
That be camp where team where send them in and that the most session in the afternoon in the
We call walk no.
We call walk no pa.
Oh okay.
Come on, we should just na effort no crowd.
We be ma.
So what? Bibia dun say bibia so.
Tintin gram.
Bibia so.
Oh Charlie. Atade na fu.
FF. Just an FF.
Oh nice.
Ti yamvan say ni shoulder no. Porcupine na mo de ye design kakra. Ti the spines na oh je. FF.
Wow.
Justice play.
I see. Oh, THB. Na mienu nukure nie. Mo ba ye nche so. Modwuma de e kasama mo pa. On ba ye we 2 seasons nie. Na atade bia omo se kotokofo se ye che, se ye jacket, se ye track suit, ana ye de bia efe. Bia efe. Mo design na de.
On so mo product.
Mo tuna ketuem.
On product na de me hu se kasama no. The entire me use that word near the earlier description amount for the man Jason after say a picture of Nuruddin first time omo che Jason ba but say na Jason a tare no ho afo bi.
Yeah.
And people like as omo ridicule Jason no.
Yeah.
Say as a more hard do ne but also mu a onya opportunity na also mu a. And me kai am say fear here na ebi e ba hanom and 2 copies of the ba fear ha. Me lucky you receive me the last season.
Yeah.
Also Jason Martin say quite different from the perception and our bontin.
Yeah.
And last month, Jason was na me ka say me ofia say one thing I've seen and Messi answer be hu say with technology. So when improve every product they crowd and every brand they crowd for the next session na obeka actually. So we are dey bi ne. Now ye chena de na say ne de na ye chena de na waka echira no. And from the JC amema hu this season as asom no. The first one kwa na say brand no standard no osoro no. We are much better than last season there. And then the chess one the technology aka omo adwuma no. And we learn from one product now as for the next one and the designs and we about too the quality of the JC no. What is the texture of the material no kwa no. As I improve greatly.
And the Kotoko fans are loving it.
They are loving it.
Omo post 2 pictures no on social media. Oko king can comment na. Since yes, omo ni aje pa.
And when me share papa bi, any either na yere, and I say na kodo nkua bi a na omo mienu bi a hye ne de. A omo nam tafo anyumre no. This yellow one me na show mo. And from close shot see kura no. Say anya say me amaso jesi nim da. From close shot kwa unse jesi na efe. And you can feel the texture. I say the texture they just awesome. But when we so mukana ben jesi na clearly we have an idea about texture now.
Yeah.
And I think you more mabaso.
Yeah.
Maybe with time, it be no take it again near market no cry from the other companies or market some teams around.
And I'm sure so obviously by the target. Anyway, yeah. Now, say with the idea, na there. Ntade kama yin nyina china nwe ne se be hard nti.
Oh, deb. Na kana na am so.
No, me bebu sa question nti me.
Me na mo ye za de be nwe ne se.
Me nka se be nwe ne se. Me che say. Oh, that be.
Let me tell you. Oh, deb. Your question is that. I was stay with framing here.
Okay. Mama reframing no. Okay. Then better me train nyina ne say. And by close of game no me sure say more as THB the whole brand for more hwe nim say the one see address players ne fair sana results no be fair ana
yeah we those the way obusa assembly na what the condition there be 5 o'clock no morning 9 je na ya side there to us M5 na ni je wo omamu ya no yesa de to aso a de na bibia nsi said ye tie dada na sa na be
Kotoko be say.
said ye tie na
Kotoko be say.
said ye tie na
Eti say.
oh na ye mo mu ba ye nyo mu za
House na eba Kumasi no.
wa mu omu kan mo mai omu se kan wuwe ya boni akobo ne nkratu ya boni ani asa akobo ne tu
To better abuna to us 4.
Kanu.
we ye ni sa na mo ka se ye buna to aso for da bi we ye sa na fo madam ho so tre ne de ye wie de gu nchen ti starting new chapter to ka se o bu ha se to aso for na ni o mani adom se da bi ye wie tre no new chapter de no so ye sha se one
Okay.
ye wi ane de akoka de ho na ye
4.
Areho wa santimamu a. Nti yan santimi ma has ensan fa me so yeso. Ina ke be da ne.
And that's a house for Santimamu. House be brave. House for be brave.
Analogy na me draw say.
I'm just a house for be brave. So Santimamu.
I know, but from last week there, in Santimamu mobo.
I want more NPP. Do one I house.
Yeah, fine, but in all no MPP no. MPP was Santimamu.
Kotoko doors will agree.
But
house vote.
I know. But majority no.
The house in your MPP. No so hear him say. House be man na nije.
na Kanu ye kra ahorobu a arerobu a
Arehobi ani baby. Normal.
ya de tia ni ya ni anto arerobu ya to esu ye za tuti o ya de to edu arerobu na wa se
Arewa de bi wa.
Arehobi ani ya.
Na ni week wa hu se na krom.
omunya 30% 30 by the omunya 30% na 30
And the week samre. Then
32% was arewa
Arehobi ani pa na take you
32%
obi a wan ko to bia ni
obi aso anto na nto abansu ye bebelebe arewa
Omo agoto omo so na edi arewo ni mo wa to so edi arewo and then week samre na hu nipa wo krom wa
by the round
me read aho me raho
Kanu round
me toy
arewa de ma me arewa de ya de se ento
me toy ebi anto ebi a obi a na me ye ko rura fie ngudi pampie meto aba wo kwa no ayisi wo we asap ko be ka kire no
agwa video na be do pay me stress I was say video ni mo meto na atu enu wo a mo ezo mo anto wanto nyina akoma kuom nyina
arewa bi ama ya tiasi crofo market eda so si o
anyway you try no so that yem meto aso na yem hwe game dan kasa also Dr. Muzu so back akra
okay
na bibia fine but the dual girls na that room Scandi
sure
I was say next year my Bible verse near Chobi 50 cities the killing the man say em fan Chobi as usual ya ene sa from last year twam this year that so to aso a yinya na go plans en ka fie Christmas oba in big pa was that what you want come
yes command beto ya na so
I obe read the Bible verse utumi kire bibia wo na wo na the correct answer ba first the 50 cities man
to be read verse no
we read
now what book quotation
that me more quotation no but omo tie no
obetworo dia ba
and I will test quotation kura o read
me count
baby ati say na di on count baby na oti pa abi
na this also kwa
e bi on count o ti ana o he buku no
da buku da hwem
wa da ne
baby
ya
oti do be hu ni clear
ya na twi so
ana se si am bekan di oni baby am bekan wa hu page no but oni baby am bekan
twi mi twi
na ne twi na okay
David, tell me, the king can't have problem. It may never had you.
Anyway,
can not cut your match. The match, I see refugees. You guys will be about on Quenon Goto, who brand the new one. They said the editor can be an hour and a dab. Be Uncle Penny where you know, near met that team. Never could
mean she will be or Shakoto Jim as we am Fatano. Because can't watch heavy. Like this, whether any panzer or corner na yellow noir, who's at any fitting
who ya Solomon Carter.
Yeah,
for your pa.
Yeah.
And fly a BMZ Kotoko for now, and I will be a more screen.
And now you crack out George Wiafe of the US Army, yeah.
A bonnet papa, Jason, a bonnet.
Oh, what go Jason it dear. Now me and Ukraine Jason the effect. Efepa na fi ye na mayo na brave yana esinzo so
e bia be ya
ebe esinzo so
na kotoko no
pan mra na ni je okroma
PJ plan na bi o
PJ atete
na next season kwa de kotoko and starting pre-season na mo bibia aba
oh okay
oh na bibia aba
okay the whole brand
Charlie bibia almost 30 pre-season na bibia abedu na bibia aba because the last season no ansana my contract extension no name no na
Anima
time
delay
bit
kakra.
but this year they full 2 years contract I execute two back this year they pre-season near the BBR.
I think one thing, yes, this is the picture. I think one thing I mesre, who brand for no say, omonye involved, no money interested in Kotoko's resource. Because the who year time and Kotoko air kit by strike, and no African, nay huge. Justice need to miss now for the CKHC Jason. So omonye interested in Kotoko's resource. No mutimi pushi the Kotoko resource na Kotoko nya Africa ejina omo ankasa na be the free the project na omo Kotoko because whether Confederations Cup or Champions League say this brand now had the quality na ekuro omo no na omo ya attached to the Kotoko setup na emfaso ni be bebre into we dey ebi one Brazil nyina no minim say mo interested dada ba mo san him kena
Okay.
na Kotoko nya Africa jina this season Europe next season na Kotoko bo Confederations Cup or Champions League we are sure say the desire to ebi kwa container ba akona mo de aba afi mo de ba miensa na beba amanfo be hia mo nkran je no
All right, lady, mon predict here na ye ni mu nwie.
Dabi
Mon predict here. Musuro.
ozo mo ka has be do mo
Musuro.
usura bo
Musuro.
usura bo
Oba share say.
Benya 3 points.
Oba share say.
Over say.
Okay, Man City no Manchester be say.
Ye be show mus 2-1. Ye be show Man City 2-1.
Kotoko be say.
Say.
Be say.
Over say Man City 2-1.
Ye be show mu 2-1.
o City 2-1 dey say tie jom
So mo pa mo nyama na egu fam.
eh
There is a coach papa.
Yeah, that form.
E coach we na say 4 no.
Yeah, that form.
Coach
And the same players.
E coach na
They coach
atete
na
ni.
about different players.
O cheche ni na.
Oh no, bien to me, so oba ha Arsenal she no. Anano Nottingham Forest.
Nottingham Forest good.
It's how
Team
different.
too.
Enti ba na de be she.
2-1.
2-1.
Okay.
Yenja.
Yenso Kotoko.
Amuncha ba ibe to be she.
Yenja.
Mensuma.
Ugo twa be say
Yenja.
ugo twa be say
You advertise.
E twafo na na ma nwe ne fulu. Emirates dey FC Basel. Za dey gingre pine na nwe ne se.
Omo hwe ade ni ma no ma bo na acrobatics.
Kofo no munye. Kofo mu ya match sin do no munye. That's why the man say be share. Yeah, wish him all the best so. Me Judy. All right. Scandi,
Kanu.
before Dr. Muzu be bano.
sure
And you do girls another room. WhatsApp number is 0505 225578.
Good.
0505 225578. Unimansa na testify OCCA. The Dudu girls, the fantastic, beautiful, fantastic 5 ladies are young for Munia Grossi and 50 cities. BM.
ye nuanom ye ofase no
Aye. Omuntimi nya yire no.
da bi si wa se na Kofi Labi busa
Za.
omu hwan na aware no mam
Hey.
say kache
Aye.
if you anya ba ha omu nuane ho
Unia no.
omu nuane wo nua ba so sere so na wo so
And now so.
wo nua ba die no wo fie kache odike se wuti a nyam na mekai Kofi Labi na kan it is our 5 beautiful girls na occasionally omu team Gracie show you know omo NS 50 Ghana cedis ti mo wani mo amoje ticket ni wuti a
Amanfo abegu eni mo pa.
wuti a obetimanya transport na de buy na back asa anya de okọ stadium ho ade beto nzu ato aduane aka ho 50 Ghana cedis 0505225578 said the aka no WhatsApp message ngwa no text message no SMS no SMS but for WhatsApp message ngwa ene bra say na twerɛ no eka o say mebo ayamye afode amawo erade meyi udin aye se eye mebo ayamye afode amawo erade meyi udin aye se eye wei ewo he ewo tresem num 0505225578 for once abra.
All right.
Once more mebo ayamye afode amawo erade meyi udin aye se eye wei ewo he fa Kanu.
All right. Unima now the aba.
Sure.
You see na minya alert bi. From
Sika.
Abutri in Sika.
Okay.
And tina me pese me twen na me hu nipa kra oye.
Okay.
You have manya text from ya yenua. Yenua ba Claudia. Was no pay obesi ku difufu ansa na yakọ akọhwembo.
Oh, okay.
And wa mai kakra. Wa mai kakra. And Claudia say wa hwe ya wahwɛ ya from bibiania de yakɔ abridge say over why from abridge and the Claudia danase danase
once upon a time na save ka ufuni ko din ko ka ho bi
an go ka ho
is one mo sponsor
because of the way inti and e bobom pa ma Chelsea ahye
and then I draw and then I draw
Brentford no senior and then get team for mo
senior
sir
ade anura yi Barca mo
ye Brentford no away this season in sheda nyehu and I we form na ye say ye wom no enye Brentford ne betimi a stop here eti ye hia mo mpai boy be share match
awen here but
se mo wo mpai bo bi pa mo fanta Manchester
there be here no bom mpai ko bia na amfa but Chelsea dey there mpai better am wachi because o ha there no Liverpool
na say
Arsenal PSV na ukura match on dimika so wahye
hwesinia ti wunim sa Saturday Sunday ubu afi ukọ Barcelona win na otwetwe enu so na beto ukọ Dortmund win na otwetwe enu so na Dortmund be hye bebre
Dortmund pon hye 20
edu penne kokko win ni bi
all right
kokko bi so
FC 20 FC 20 2.39 obeshe one ground
or
FC 20
ono ni odds ni say
3.1.39
1.39 FC 20 obeshe
away 8.51
ba Fenerbahce na ukọ ni win na ye careful
on Basak say
woni Istanbul
Basak say
ba Fenerbahce no o ni no ma bi hu kakra
sa Fenerbahce so yankam jumudi o e wo mu league ni mu ode
sa me bibi twetwa so
ada wenya information bi ana take you say also mo no na go say matches na mu yenye enfingwa
take no Russia
all right dog wa ha dog yenko
yo said the American na musu garlic de enwa dance ne enwa sempa nko na mete it say do the Kanu ama anka mediga na fo abro pa because omo di 22 cedis 20 Ghana se gonye bito eni nyare wa kesi ya yade ne esa momo no say Kanu gama fadu na ma kama ha omo pressure was from no meba form omo high sugar level omo no obosia sugar level ba fo se kama omo akafra omo sei no mu 83 omo ho a omo na chekure nye yie omunum galiki o ma to kama on bre pass o wada ina ho ede momo den obebre ase wada amuzu galiki aboa mene omuda na ho ebinmu se doctor ha nyina ni se sebi ayen sei e ba yetu wasi etwetwe yen saa etwetwe yen je ka ne sciatica no ya bre ho anya yie na so nya amuzu galiki no mu ye sai ono nyina atiko. It might be said, doctor, me more do kakra, na my overweight. Omonya garlic enum, say almost so 8 years. Na dear crop, doctor, me to garlic sanka me num, nanka me swat you, na some menses no bosume swan, a basse, kama. It may be a oma war atikwa. Omonya musu garlic numu ye, I neseb you, I wanna ba. Ebi said, doctor, na me yobi asabi kakra, na me yare. Minya ga kunu me nyare biom de mu ka nyina no de nyame nwanwa because report Otec no HS ni mani nyina amuzu garlic bitters ni 1 to care property abuwa ni abuwa ma sugar go from ni say reducing sugar positive just say dura ma sugar from na akodi ma sugar from no na bi wo amuzu garlic bitters mu enti monum na mo se mo sugar level akofom no mo ko check mo sugar mo se kama no de man ye kama no eni say amuzu garlic no reducing sugar positive one of the 5 to chemical properties that fight against high sugar level. You say doctor yanya amuzu garlic no mu ye no na ye bre pansa ya da insomnia minuma na mi da amani aje nyimi nwanwa ni nyane say amuzu garlic bitters is rich in zinc and sulfur. Zinc any sulfur gu mu a ubo se na body no ehome na body relax ubo se na wafam se wada se na ho inti abua ma oda ntem enye de o da sori na hunam nyina se yabo enye de o da sori se wa memere da bi o da sori mo hwa denden inti obi a ena ho edin manoi de fe nso mia no de ohia ya amuzu garlic bitters doctor na me kasa pampan wom me nyo garlic numu yes pampan ni nyina ekọ. I'm not surprised. Amuzu garlic bitters detoxify the body. The answer will be kasa pampan edi eche banyane se. Efi woni trim anase efi woni body num. Amuzu garlic no eyi efi body efi ni pedue num. Se wo yamo ewo utrim wo enwoje mu o eyi se efi ni nyina fi ho. Ma se ni nyina fi ho wi a o kasa pampan bia eni kasa chi mabium. Enti halitosis me kasa pampen wo menu bon pa amuzu garlic nom enam amuzu garlic ni dit suffocation opportunity ebe bom sa nya be from ho atokra amuzu garlic esensu bua ma obi asebni ha nya ne se o se wadro sra de boso na me check me cholesterol bia na enam 10 na enam 12 yes madro sra de dodo na sra de bonum ho dodo amuzu garlic bitters minimizes na adia ewa amuzu garlic mu ebua ma cholesterol ko form no eye tannins amuzu garlic bitters is rich in tannins na tannins no the juma dia ni say it burns down excess lipids, it burns down excess cholesterol, it dilates the arteries too into eyi sra de bone essensu masabi ebiebie wunti woja edie fusane ma breno bria no o cholesterol doso no esote. If you say doctor me no amuzu garlic bitters anope bia meti be maninka me da ho machi bia ma de sorry eba ne sen amuzu garlic bitters is rich in allicin and selenium. Enam sa allicin any selenium na amuzu garlic bitters inti ebua ma moja die fusane ko be ma no ho ebua ma unkwamwa no e protected. So the presence of allicin in amuzu garlic bitters helps improve blood circulation on the male sex organ, while the selenium present in amuzu garlic bitters protect the sperm from being damaged. Inti doctor manom eda homachia epeja doctor mihunsuo no aetic no enye menwanwa if he say allicin wom if he say selenium wom ajumadi a omudi no it may be say doctor enum garlic na he na efense eni krumuhia ni ya mo ho ban na ya enyim ebinu say doctor enyen garlic na bosumu so ebu ensa ya mre. We have an element called agioni no amuzu garlic mu ena bua mai masa buo ema wo de no ena bo ho ban protect say ebe gene kwan so na ko fatima to bi de be emma. Amuzu garlic bitters is rich in terpenoids. Terpenoids release antibacterial. It also produces antifungal and antivirus. Kai say so bacterial infections are obenya antibacterial anom. Fungal infections are obenya antifungal anom anako. Malaria obenya anti-malaria. It enam say terpenoids ne amuzu garlic it produce antivirus, antibacterial, any antifungal inti. Unya fungal infections be to it unya inkekaye bacterial infections be ni eti mi ko eti ko pelu nume na ho nto okra. Amuzu garlic bitters is good for stroke patient. Medro wen and obianu mienu pe awanya stroke kwasura nante. Osi doctor menya stroke de miachi krom ha nyina bi menya resa me so me nakoto mienu pe ene masura nante. Me sensu share sofo bi nso was doctor me papa na stroke ha no me to 5 ma no sa be na ba ko 10 cedis 50 cedis ma be papa nante ene stroke science nyina ekọ into amuzu garlic ebua stroke fo ni nyina ne se ye frɛ ade bi saponins na saponins no ebua ma mojamu ebua ma efense ma ahoɔden ba ni pedua no mu esensu bua moja no ediafusane ebiabia ntini mu kai se so bi nya stroke se no etwetwe a isan eye stiff se saponins no mu no ebia ntini ma ntini mtimi stretch mo de ntimi diafusane kɔ ni ntini no mu ma sabio ni nsana emu ayire no ebutimi bai ma hoɔden no ɛba ne mu ne yie enti deɛ ɔse ne nase ataatai wohia bi doc me nan 83 mi miɛka me mia sɛ mede me sa mia bɔ sɛ na atom asɛ na atom no doc me transi kyɛ bɔ sɛ nyinaa na me nan na kakraka me shepa bo enye yie onya muzu like no mu a eye mbogya na etimi ni akɔne be yie nti fa de sade ne ba onya muzu like no mu a mbogya be dia fusane kama akɔ na no ho akɔ ho ma onana asoaso ne bejai onana 83 na bejai onsa no asabi 83 na be kɔmɔ ho atɔ edro wen aba tan ya makra ntimi nom ɛna de ofa nufuo de wa fa ntimi nom enkwala omunya fie 2 million ntimi nom ebiom edro ne garlic fra ankatwede fra prekasa fra the highly acidic into was stomach ulcer menkonumbi o stomach ulcer ko pa muzu cane nom na stomach ulcer ne nko as one of muzu galbites o stomach ulcer mesi ankatwede dosun wom garlic ne dosun wom prekasa dosun menkonumbi unomu a oyebetwa kuro kwana ko pa muzu cane no mu ansa and one of muzu galbites no Idra meka ho asɛmui ne panyen na drugstore pharmacy herbal shop bia to be sentombi
nza wonro kwa de enche amanfo beto acheche kra oze wonam dom na echew bi
oh yes amanfo ashase
adoni papa
ebua mi hu de Kanu bi de mo so mi hu we mi hu dodu aro pe dodu atu a o de kode ne herbal ho mi si herbal apida greek enjemu to be san etombi na Colinac any alcohol from Ashtown
okay
Freddie Mens okay o to be sent to be honomu a kai say ya hye ni nyina so ye to be sent to be ho ya hye no kase no watafo nhia so amuso gya hye ye ye oboase jeje ubenya bi ato no so de bi atu konongo we are direct opposite chief palace ho nye ubenya bi ato nye bi atu o pa amuzu galegun se mi se bia e bi de me ke nyina no nti bi ase de ma ke nyina o se hia fere nchichimu no afremi na mani 0247 na mi free ha me ko tenase
okay
e wata fun shia so doc me pese mi shia wa mu doc me pese how de wa na me kan kire doctor yesi branches doso da ben pa na me nyaw enne me ko tenase ko ha ben baba so 20 years ana ana wo mu asem koko be me ya service interase ejuma maya for years in the one dance de ben e wo ho for how ne bra na dance entato for how ne bra na ni jem na ofie sasa bra mo hu aduru eye baba so mo hu aduru eye sabi unsuo na ebinim asa awu ebinim mo hu aduru ho typhoid na 30 when akofa yem kura bewa there's reason for it a friend a man so a marriage yomo said when you amuzu aso honum
okay
you trust can ye labo kan ho e fi so ho o bana se wo yira fere bi ni etafon hia so wodu ani chemuru market no e fra amuzu junction ni penye dene bebo de swam in fact otu anu be obi sa on be kirew
yeah
frame se ni nyina chi opechichi mu so a o fra meje o so na mane e ba ko pe 0247 77 67 43 0247 77 67 43 the me candidate to nyina ne se be mati ase a ne be ma
all right ti doc ya da se pa then to aso 11:15 afi ne be tactics but enra games a course no there's one particular team where I'm say among for adwene nkomo so ba de omo ye na ehu pa Heart of Lions Bashir Hayford and Daniel Nieje ade omo the Lions team we ye no bro adwene ntiase so but for some attacks there I mean clearly I feel league in defense no be danger among pa enro mutifie Heart of Lions ko show 1-0 na kwame opon one share sa go no Accra Lions Enra so gakope omo so hye baako Etia Nations omo ntumi ante Lucky Nwofo one share sa go no ema wo mu University of Ghana Stadium Legon Accra Enra Legon Cities nil Bechem United 2 Francis Aqua ene Augustine Okra omo na share 2 goals no ema Bechem United Tema New Town so no Vision HM Yansama Media team mienu sa match no ze chire nsem bebre Enra mo point pre match ase as a medium official be bora ho he on tia coach but same call him say the bufuo maybe atala will be waro Vision 3 medium at 2 Joshua Rue on the show 2 goals and Emmanuel Chede ba ko so my Vision Osa Bernardino and Michel Sapong one so na take Kanu you Emma mediema Carrera and BBN Gold Stars Eshe 1-1 Bright Boachichre and a share first goal for Gold Stars ebe we game na goalkeeper Abubakar Mohammed eteka Emma Carrera na penalty Nsuacheman Eshebaku Dreams Eshebaku Joseph Eso and a share first goal of the game at Dreams and a Collins Kofi Kujo eteka Emma Nsuacheman Brekum Enra Sioba Aristik at the first game in charge after returning to Adriana Stars no okochi Brekum Chelsea ni omo bonnet 10 time ewie ye 0-0 e wo Golden City Park and Basake Holy Stars Wamo so shemiensa tia Young Apostles omentumi ante Prince Opoku Isa Yakubu and a Prince Tweneboa wamo ne bought 3 goals no and 3-0 and a ye Emma Holy Stars the game akam no and a ne ebaso no na say league standings no minim say GFA release an official one there Kovi GFA the different one about because there live score apps ni nyina can say is soro ho no asesa ama team and the Heart of Lions and abeda top omo 24 points Gold Stars enso 24 points Gold Stars na tosumi no and a big team tosumi ensa 23 Nations etoso 922 Medium atosu num 21 Hearts abetosu nsia 19 and a Brekum Chelsea atosu 7th 18 points Holy Stars 18 points Asante Kotoko 9th position 18 points 10th Samatex almost 17 11th Nsuacheman 14 points Vision Tosu 12 Wamo ever 14 points Carrera Tosu 13th 13 points Adriana Stars 14th 13 points and our Young Apostles Tosu 15th almost 13 points Accra Lions 12 points Dreams 12 points Legon Cities is omuna bi twa to okra Wamo ewo 11 points. Eno any senior Ghana Premier League standings next year with Asante Kotoko versus Accra to Folk the only remaining game na Obia about 13 matches.
13.
Yeah.
The difference between Lions and Gold Stars ni say Obia share 12 goals. But Gold Stars are considered 6 goals and Lions are considered 4. Tieno Nema Lions at that top.
And Lawrence Osei goalkeeper for Heart of Lions. As a man for money, I think the 9th clean sheet or so. I don't know. Pando crady untimi va born to the net. Away so keep clean sheets. Then our Lions matches are. And yet clean sheets now. Now Victor Valdes keep people about 2008, 2009, 2010 more view. Yeah. So guys are clean sheets. But that 90 minutes ball abanus why a back pass. No in the nepi. No keep clean sheet. The way there keep on balls corner so. No ye saves. Born way you know keep it clean sheet. Kotokone Lions ewo Obuase. Okay. And yet Lawrence Osei gave you consider 1 or 2 goals. But he was equal to the tax for that goal year. A former goalkeeper for BA United. Make a Usunyani boy. Okay. Lawrence Osei. Alright, so Sanet here. Now, Yemra game no so. Na yɛhwɛ sɛn na wɔsɛ ɛkɔ deɛ na wɔsɛ watara deɛ na wɔsɛ Dr. Ugumye players bɛn yɛhwɛ ɔmo anim game ni bɛwie sɛn Scandi
Kanu medase for Kumasi Asante Kotoko any has of full game there beyond the players no as how huge implications we league no so your league no a year ana enye nyina no ya na the discussion here this particular fixture see nya things right as the mentality, as the narratives and everything around Ghana League in Nina. In Tinayana, Mpanifo Nyansem, NM Rakakra Ogana, and you're making sure said the only category A club football game. Into Drew Honoma, Yabema all other Premier League games in a stand by, and I say everybody a free on them. Now, Kotokone has any acquire bomb so that security arrangements, any deployment, you know. And everything around it, attention, there's a game in Sabeka. So it sells the impression of Ghana Premier League. The Enra between for acquire while winning in and said that and Tong Ghana League and Emma will be an open interest, it will game them. Sansona the Lions, Equatna Sama acquire, and shut down and turn Ghana League and question. You ask yourself, say how many people can interested, you know, omudi game that you make each other on behind a live outside Nipper Core Stadium or some more this particular fixture, it gives an overall assessment of Ghana League, you know. Ghana League, I say, players no more the money and Kotokone has the Umbeto Samsung attendance is Ghana football and and nina attendance the stadium honum the fixture that sums up all the football local scene Ghana and Edruwa. Not the interest of the media, security, football people buying and will be a album for game nankasa. Kumasi Asante Kotoko in the last 4 games omone has to focus abono. Omatre total dominance. I'm using the word total dominance because in terms of ball possession, omo dominating has to focus. And in terms of scoreline, omo dominating has to focus. The last has to focus win in this fixture in the league game was back in 2021 when a free Barnier decided the game. A share 1-0 at Twasuma House of Folk winning the league. After that, has struggled to get results against Kumasi Asante Kotoko and said the season last season they did the double over House of Folk league and almost did the Democracy Cup and Okrano. Ghana League, Ghana games boy between the two sides. 2 teams, you know. Kanu one tennis for sure. And they say, got into a fixture where some of the players are very new to this particular fixture. And apart from the has any win in 2021, Editia Kotokono. Omo any 2 drawn games Etia Kotoko share in 3 of the games are Omabo in the last 7 has ever into such a fixture. 1, a yesi Kumasi, so that the belief will be there. A crack there. Kebia Kotoko with Omo form no, in this particular fixture. And the fact that Omutanya recent dominance, Ewa Accra, Editia has of no. Kebia Bema has for no psychologically, Ako form Kakra. Said Wednesday, while Boaman Kwamriku voice, Ewufia. Na mankwa go dey to so say se ba Kumasi kwa dia ene na ye fokora e san say Kumasi the home of House of Folk. Kumasi the omoba omoye comfortable ebo omo game. So the psychological aspect of the game, what the form not to nchen, I'm sure the House from being high spirit though the last 2 fixtures in the league ni nyina no e ko so Kumasi e no mo lusu ni mi no nyina when omo di omo home ba ha ebe boy na Kotoko na nkasa nso ebo ni home wa ha eti omo last season. What has folk need to do?
But Kandi, sir, I'm say Kotoko phone P. Confidence on Mesha has. Ubusan said DNT because Mesha has at 2 with 3. But you're realistic. Kotoko, so 2 games ni na a 1-man show. So Bakaya.
Yeah.
2 games are 2 games now. A bass will league anymore. Na 1-man show. Na Mukwala show.
And the 1 man is not here.
Only ho. And then Mukwala show. Goes be one man in brilliance. And your tactics. Sure. But I mean, for of course, team winner, you coach tactics and a mom winner. But me say individual goals
influence.
Yes. He was that man. Or the game no. 2 games or J5 so ball. Even go be now. Kevin Osei be my back pass be fire. And just striker be an bit me say.
Obi o ha
uncle
play an boy na obe sign. Yeah, the boy I'm a goalkeeper.
What you say? And I go be or J on what running here or trim we no ball shot.
2-0.
So the player no decided to 2 league games ni na no. So new Kotoko be him. And we've not seen Kotoko have Ubia. I mean, reliably up front. I bet my mouse how goes no like who's the boss chances no kwa. Tre kwa mu ba ku bia de o de beto net se mu kwala Genevieve.
And enye kono okwo keke. So enye goals no keke no de ko. And the threat no so kra na be ma go coach bi ama attention no so no ense. What they compare nipa on the lead the lines for Kotoko. Whoever is leading the lines, oye Watara the attention on the man Mukwala maybe I better so kakra because of play across on everybody.
And when the pros and cons in there, sure. The absence of Mukwala no and I like only obiam no
Sure.
a be a house for because only how we can decide to play our normal game from the back. There's no huge threat near there. And then the other side no to say I'm sure na Abetamwa and as will be your best striker for Kotoko Nebiano and so be to make a Kanu home Nebia why be. What are we looking up to? I mean, Mukwala ni ho.
The other side of the all can say Mukwala bedi 2.5 seasons.
2 seasons.
2 seasons with Kotoko. But the audition in the last 1 year no DJ Kotoko, which is 2 fixtures. No, I'm sure. Say Abetamwa and bit man for some inspiration from Sadia. No, say me my new game we near and sign and referenced Mukwala din. See, be game we party and Kamukwala Jinamwa. Tiano a huge motivation for the best at Afon for Kotoko. And anything I has a folk manager, surface chawi, it mejo be quite. And say or discredit any player who is starting say we the and 20 cent, you know, my minja no kakra near Heno. But you see, all her 2 managers now approach no any tactics and Kanu. They are watching clearly throughout the season say. On shouldn't deviate from the person why Papa Feno Ogum.
Dr. Ogum.
He is
but I am doctor
doctor. In football and also in tactics, make Mark say oye arrogantly stubborn. As we decided the person why son or no. And it is good for managers or more some trait on person who in the games. So Sana Pep Guardiola here. In spite of difficulties or coming now on here na say based on poor form in Abia Afedi or Babo Abia 3 back be no afa midfielders be no ja back part to anyone. He still want to be arrogant to do him no portray no our pitch and so. And that is what we have seen from Dr. Nete Ogum say he want to keep the ball, he want to play well, and say Una score line huge. Then you can also think of entertaining the supporters. But the Esa Kotoko say has to folk midfield play no. A more workaholic in terms of energy. A change the member who Kotoko game no. Has midfield Missy Subium. A basia de ahoden. Na ye bo game no awie. E ka ho a. Me hu so omoya na much better than Kotoko. Kotoko midfield no. For most games amahwe. Omutimi ba game ma na mko off. Game bia Kotoko abo ye difficult for them this season bia when opponent ne dane nensa na in terms of midfield play obem and obem na ultimate stop Kotoko from dominating the midfield on back off. Second thing is say omo energy no sometimes a drop as they keep on moving the ball no cause so here game plan omo mobile midfielders enya midfielder wa pass back no wagina midfielder wa pass no say running to receive a pass or moving into space to receive the pass. It's not passes ni bebre. But when your midfield coach is efficient, no mujina ho, make sure say me duty at the man and me rule at the man and say me make sure say ball enter the side of the pitch to me work it around sa position on kwa. Ya na ono ye na juma na much better. So in terms of energy level, Kotoko will need to play the 90 minutes. So more 90 minutes ni nyina na whether drop of energy or moment of loss of concentration ebem na has the method ni from nsema has a bit me akoso problems at their mom again upfront. So I heard the number say kura a free as a mabwatin as an joining has na ohe ne obo against Kotoko aya na ni motivation or against Kotoko ewo Krum Hayei, when Kotoko were in a very difficult position. No more try say come back a Kanyama album last season said the Kotoko course as situation a nations eba Kumasi Babaya Sports Stadium as share Kotoko in that game or the ball to net him against Kotoko in the Democracy Cup. No share has for JC. Says our game was share.
Yeah.
Or share editia Kumasi Asante Kotoko. It has also confidence no and also at the end say obeti Akotoko obet my baby with clout no any Abetamwa no be the attack no for Kotoko I think that in terms of the striking role, I will pick him ahead of Albert. There were Albert when ma AB on also more dangerous and say ono ye more mobile. O move bebree o game no ma ebe ma se ka se wo na wo taake na. Ebe den so obedi na chi. Teji say bia wo di na chi aba me field out for obi na uja na ma no wasan wachi.
And a ball down no so very very comfortable.
Yes. Unze ye ka se track te Daniel Koma na ayidie ni bi no. Bekwen de no. Say obeje instructions kwa no di na chi ba. But today's game, roles near the defenders into no. So I just obedi na chi a. Player no, e decide so about midfield a yobo born and e just about midfield on edge vacant space at all. Coach obi to me afa. Ti this who di na chi a no about midfield a. O assign obi, o draw obi at be a Salim. So on hwe na ma. Na o san wachi de ko. He is so mobile and tracking him difficult. Or sa ahoden no say or the ball nya hye wani mu a. And it is all foul from behind. And unti and as a house of folk making sure as a boss nim free midfield. And man ni mu bebre. Again, in terms of pace, any speed, maybe we say kotoko wingers no. Our more pace, any speed, change. House of folk there no. House of folk wingers ni me no. Our most of the games said they are more. Players are more skills no. Monano. And omukura ball no etwetwe ekura mu che but obi te say Kotoko side na say onye obi te say Saka ewo the lines no so a or more direct with speed any the pace no so okura ball no the ball na running at you ti eno and say has to full backs no so concentrated in their defensive work na than say I'll be very surprised if coach friend Watara assign the full backs and so omo na running no more attack Kotoko full backs no normal making sure some of the balls in the box because the more you run you create space and Kotoko efa ball no is a long pass them say entry na much better from midfield to understand sometimes even team menu etim boss hard drive no say Justice Blaine so ever start the game na dia on to me ball from the back straight to whoever is running on the lines. So, coach Watara and some for the burden of attacking Kotoko commanding fullbacks no. Okwene sa for me a backfire. And what I share Kotoko 2 games now earlier or menu refer to no. Adia bakwa Kotoko dinya has and say Mukwala omo from the front no. Goals no share any chances no create any moment and all them has in no run a call lines no. So for House of Folk no, or ye no call line so kwaje ball no. And Ojia, ye nim say speed ni energy won the game no. Onye full backer, o sa strength no to cope with the ball na. Obeye unnecessary fouls bebre, obe create unnecessary fouls around your box. Possibly be on better utilizing. So House should make sure some full backs no e be stay put. 2. Almost center backs and making sure say and your baller sometimes na mu refi mu na mu mienu nyina am call for ball back against nations ade ba kwa na nations they threaten House of Folk no who say sometimes 2 ni nyina no which that day no almost started amufa and Kevin or say SCB 2 ni nyina need to call for ball back na drop and someone communicate very well a bit difficult for the 2 goalkeepers. I'm sure they can a bit decide the games, you know. And they say, in spite of the defense, 2 teams no, if they get broken, the response of the goalkeeper no, to that particular ball no, and the better decide a game never. And for Kotoko, you say team men will be defenders in him. But this is a House of Folk fixture. When you have some experience with Kotoko, and he feels or you're one of those reliable midfielders are Ubenya or Kotoko setup, which is true. But at this stage, in trying to show your command over your opponent and also to show some kind of confidence for your supporters to have the feeling and the belief, you know, one where your margin of error, no, the significant or the problem be with him. No.
Okay.
So you should make sure say obey mu simple. Na boss as a call for tackles and so on. Tackles should be areas where are very important to who team no, not for the team now no mum attack which is House of Folk. I'm expecting a game ya hwe ya Kanu enye fe bebree. I mean who say game no ne e be fe sa, but e be so direct. 2 games are a free ha e be kwa ha. The entire me use the word enye fe ne say enkoye bo as ba akukura midfield e bo ne bebree. E be yemfidi e full backs and I say wingers. No more so bit my chances are. Long balls. But enye fe gidi but 2 teams no Kanu do be taking the chances. Na the goalkeeper e be able to some of the threat e be ba no. Obit man for all the 3 points. But draw likely a scoring draw be 1-1 be. Ba ko be sha Kanu e be 2-1.
All right.
So ba ko be sha 2-1. By bit my 1-1.
Kofi Labi.
Kanu. Yes.
Ebe ko saying.
Oh, say media medical catch you say.
Maybe quick one. What I call supporters chairman. The tickets no. I'm told say almost say I ready. Until our last the Epic was stadium at CCA.
Okay.
To a bar. And it's another 50 bar 30 in the asa. So more money you know. Some more around that.
Probably to me a best line. Seem to hard nature say.
Or buy I know what you yeah.
All right.
Then you also a popular stand.
Okay.
TH before the a popular stand.
Okay.
All right. Kubianko.
Kanu me that say. In terms of prediction, say ebeko saying when a beshe say enka any of the betting platform neso. Ena Kanu me pick option bia enka meko home or away, which means obiabe to me ashe. That would be my first option.
Like any draw.
Yes. I'm talking about my first option. Obiabe to me ashe. So what you say? But
I don't know. Baku beshe baku.
Yes.
Any draw.
Yes.
That option.
I don't know. Away bit me ashe. Home bit me ashe.
But any draw.
That be I don't see
option na match na the draw. Obet na
say. So that would be the first option. Enti me baby we are me menya second option nso di amawa. Na Kanu.
Yeah.
This current season 2024-2025 at this point Kotoko home performance na hoodin wo home as against Accra Hearts of Folk ahoodin ewo away 1 2 one hoodin in general and a ebeba at play. Now Kotoko born the first Premier League this season Baba Yara Stadium. Now media have always said say playing Obuasi any obo Kumasi difference se team bi ni Kotoko bo Obuasi a ohuni say neutral grounds, but so obe Kumasi a ohuni say Kotoko fie na meko. The mentality about such situations enye to see. And if you ask me, Kanu, my verdict will be say Kotoko ebo 2 matches ewo Boase enonya let's say 4 points se obebo 2 matches ewo Baba and I will say men predict it. How many points eno benya out of 6 na metimi amount 5 out of 6 or maybe 6 out of 6. That is because ahoden wo Kumasi compared to ahoden wo Obuasi enye the same. But this is Kotoko away performance, home performance this season. They've played against Young Apostles, Inswatreman, Accra Lions, Samatex, Pando Heart of Lions, and the Nations FC. Winning home games are Kotoko abo so far. Na ninyina no Obuasi. Na at Obuasi, this is how it went. Against Young Apostles, almost split points. No be a share Yonku 1-1. Then from there, Kotoko share in Swatreman FC by a goal to nil. Very tight game. say many umienu ne team ni dey yahwe almost all the matches.
Yeah, Obuasi there.
Yes. Then Accra Lions Kotoko share by a goal to 0. From there, Omusabe share Samatex 1-0. Enna for the first time ewo Obuasia omu failure to score Lions ebe share omo by a goal to 0. Enna ne yeka Kamara na me say clearance now say whatever be the case a error leading to a goal. Into a part of the errors Kamara are committed this season. Into that was the first time. The second time Akotoko a failure to score a goal ewo Obuasi Linkley Stadium a game na Nations FC Koshe Asante Kotoko by 2 goals to 0. Enti we Kotoko home performance na say ni city wa draw against Young Apostles wa share in Swatreman wa share Accra Lions wa share Samatex wa lose to Lions, that is Kanu out of Lions, and we lose to Nations FC. In the out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games Akotoko home this season or Boaseno, we lose 2. We draw back and we win the Akanina. Until we win 3, we draw back and we lose 2. Kanu yem picture this against Hasselhoff performance ever away. Has first away game this season Pando Stadium. Obekaya that game and Pando Heart of Lions has by 2 goals to 0. It was week 2. Week 4 has a travel by Nations.
New, yeah.
Or many Nations between Ubi and Timi and Twatana, and we were there.
Yeah.
From there, week 6, Omo travel all the way to Wenchi. Ekoshe Young Apostles by 2 goals to 1. Now Bekaya, around that time, na has any 2 convincing. After say Baseke, Eshen 1-0 Ewa Accra Sports Stadium week 1. And Osako Lusu to Pando week 2. Then Obabak against Bechem United Obeshe 2 Accra. And Odiba Nations game no, which was gamer and also Ekoye near week 4. Week 6 and what they call share Young Apostles. Inti moving into the Young Apostles game no, Kanuna say has nye 2 convincing. Inti even me, I did not predict that game in favor of Hasselhoff, but Omuko share Young Apostles by 2 goals to 0. And Omuko Dreams Tuba Astrotef no so Omni Dreams ebo 0-0. It was week 7. Week 9 and surprisingly has Ekoshe 2-0 ewo TNA Stadium against Mediama Sporting Club. Ufri ho and what they koshe Karela so 1-0. Inti Kanu has away games on so aba out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games no. Kanu, this is it. Walusu 1 to Pando Heart of Lions. The Akani on the west a draw. Or we need against Karela. Or we need against Mediama. Or we need against Young Apostles. Away Dreams or draw and a Nations or draw. Enti Hasselhoff performance this season ewo league nim solid performance. In fact, if you want to draw a league table for away performance, has ebenya positioner Kanu respectable. Enti Kotoko's home performance as against Hasselhoff performance ewa away say netie. And you can clearly see, say, based on this, you cannot predict the game in favor of Asante Kotoko. But the advantage for Asante Kotoko is, in terms of almost last 2-3 encounters with Hasselhoff, they've won. Bakanu, the last time they played, Obekaya, the last time Kotoko has boy was the Democracy Cup. But you saw Kaisa game, no. And Sawokaya, Kanu, with the Democracy Cup no performance above has any Kotoko display would the compare last season 2 games Kotoko any has a boy ni nyina wo Kumasi because as at that time na has adopted Kumasi as home grounds now. You can clearly see say na has a improve omu performance omu display against Kotoko in the league last season Kanu what the better to Democracy Cup no ho ubo said Democracy Cup no the game some way somehow was tight. It wasn't an easy win. So what I say now the way I may expect say Accra Hearts of Folk ebe set up no Kanu the last FA Cup game, let me tell you something. When my dear coach Watara yeah. And I said
against immigration for
no. Obo 4-1-3-2. And this is completely different from how he started the season. No say na me say me one thing na me mpe about Watara and say na me hu identity, na me hu dynamism, me hu variation bia. But look at how I set it up. But in this game against Asante Kotoko, I expect say to be able to stand against Asante Kotoko no obeba game num with a 4-4-2 formation or 4-2-3-1 formation. Of course, Benjamin Asari the goalkeeper I will be them. In terms of right back, the number one choice Yaya Adramani. So Mpraya Obia Mituno. Left back, Ransford Mensah, and he's been solid.
Very, very, very solid.
Solid so far, left back. Now, the centre back pair no, in the FA Cup, Ope Amufa and Michael Ewa. Maybe you know Osei Akoto.
Resting him for what? After a game, my team may break it for 2 weeks.
Well,
like league may break it for 2 weeks.
Anytime I say maybe. The other thing, so they said
they may call Kotoko game. I'm here line up no FA Cup no more.
Future stars.
Future I'm say why? I then Kunta later I'm say say after Future Stars game no 2 weeks I don't money my boys name more ball. The next man be against Hearts of Folk. And you resting at the den. We only gonna so sure. Yeah, continental break rest Bruno Fernandes.
Maybe. The other side, say can ebia na ope options. Unim say kura no. Kuna do yadom so abaw. Inti center back hono no.
As we players.
Yes, or Wewua Mensah, or Amufa, or Osei Akoto, or kuna do yadom. Now unim say kuna do yadom no. He's a very fine player. Ewe chire ho. Unim say ho chire ho kra. Ubetumi a shift no akọ right back.
Even left back.
Obebo amaw. But ono no de no chire say eya na ehanu kakra ne yese oye edu ba bia oye too sure so overconfidence na mana commit some errors and okaya last season he did same na moka so odi ball ne che mu kwala no so enti ehono maybe the coach will want to try other options but media I expect to say obebo Amufa and then Kevin Osei Akoto on the center back.
I see.
In Finfi what there Collinson a constant figure so imply because unim dientia Kanu ever since a Benjamin Futu a free Hearts of Folk no omunya any solid defensive midfielder bia won Finfi ho no mo in terms of defensive duties or the bema but so far in the season I think say Theophilus Collinson has proven say Obama has sa defensive abilities no in the middle. Enti say kono 4-4-2 Collinson, Mohamed Hussein, Salim Adams. Omunyina options e won finfin honum. So what I say. Of course, Hamza Issa ene Mauli Wayo ena Ishak Sani Mohamed. And so enkwedi mu honum. So either 4-2-3-1 or 4-4-2 is something I may expect from Watara. And I think say our options yenti say injury bia wo there our options to be able to play sa formation ya maka ho asem 4-4-2 4-3-1 any of them will help depending on the materials now or no I think say o deviate from this obenya problem but on the part of Asante Kotoko the home team on say na me rap ya
na unima 2
oh yeah me share stadium there bia
ai let's win him pa kan ni papa
o ha dwimo
na un kan mate
na sia ni share there
hey
And then any week.
Yeah, I say yeah, we handle
And any week.
Yeah, we handle
Any week so me they stay in a pa.
Wow.
How you found?
Enti Kanu mami ma Ogum dia Dr. Ogum sorry na yemfa nye Dr. Prosper
Dr. ne boy na for my am fa ne sa no asamoja amu dia ne yemmo aha asamoja amu dia na honorary no eno de omo se yemmo enka ne di mu ti on wusia asamoja na wo friend Dr. asamoja na so pe kakra won ho
wo de ma fans
wo de ma fans
ba Dr. na to Ogum dia dia o ma tro ho o ma sua dia a tro nye izo
book mu dia
wo be bre pass na
ya mo
baba hodwa obedi ni no ma nya seketwa Kamara I expect so better pool nim for Asante Kotoko.
Okay.
Lord Amoade constant right back.
Yeah.
Patrick Asiedu left back.
Patrick Asiedu last meeting ho asem bi mani anye.
Sa
omo teta na Sudan ni wo ho no. Omo so Kotoko pon training na. No no ansa kam ye ni training.
Ba si say dey we
na kwa no ko US odwane ye ne dia position better. Ai. Odwane ya position better na so Kotoko pon so apon.
Is a competition no form. But it's bad.
Ni nyina mu so ball no obopa.
Yes.
Obopa.
Obo.
I think now I was thinking say a smart absence no you be yi but wa cover up very simple.
Yes.
Match bia makọ Boase unze Kotoko de Boase matches ni.
Say ye ko takwa.
Aye.
And like, smart bebo na say akwai Kotoko asolve your left back.
Yeah. But I see do
why so far there why the no left back no ho me the bema no center back no there Joseph Ablo any O'Neil center back me expect it 4-2-3-1 two players no on for justice believe major in team men who to say there na say oye no na Kanu blay ball papa bi a wa bonu wiase nyina mfimfin ho from Wise Hazakes media man to Kotoko.
Naturally say who age so footballers who age baby I use energy more no when say coaches need some more different role.
Yes.
Entina Antonio Valencia from right winger no be right back. Ashley Young to say right back. We say I was here two adwuma so kakra because of age in any idea.
But
player so that's what energy now.
Oh yes.
Only boys in the run because they 20 ni 21.
Yeah. Senior Justice Blade.
Justice Blade ni there be. Blade kram to say
ni age no who asem na na me be kan. Omo team bi no kwa bi so it is Blade age no hu a enye the reality. Enu ntina uhu na ho ode no gina pitch ne so a uhu say obi a wanyini ase na ho ode akofom we very workaholic.
Then the football age currently near 31.
Yes,
but almost in the rare age and kasa bit around
less than that,
27 28
less than that
31
Entino
anyway
Kanu inti manu Justice Blay the three. I'm looking at Babayaya. I'm looking at Emmanuel Entry playing as the number 10. And Kaminyaya Babayaya be operating from the right side of the attack.
One of supporters is on peso moonze coach in the neighborhood no so the neighborings almost were number 10 or a central attacking midfielder.
I don't know, but if you have
Omunya the better side of Babayaya whenever our ball central rule change our wings or
but me I disagree.
Anyway, any open for argument.
Ahanti Babayaya Emmanuel Entry minya nan kapita mi duwa kwa but onye consistent this season. Enti Edin say obi take sa risk no. Basi no unso almost see injury. Until he may not even start.
His fit mom there, but
okay. But we saying the last game against Future Stars, no, he was not part of the team. Yeah. But if he's fit there, Fernando ho.
Domano.
Yes.
Next one pa.
Enye Hong Kong Kanu.
Yeah.
Yes, throughout the season, and he said Fernando ye fit there, and ye straight Babayaya, Fernando, and then Emmanuel Entry. Now they are better more ejina ho.
All right. Me that say, but my birthdays me no be. Namaba choose. And then the birthday of Percival Abuaji Jebi. Yes, Percy, I don't know. And any parents, Mr. Abuaji Jebi and Mrs. Rita Abuaji de be omu nyina so mo man happy birthday. Omu ono ani senior brother. Yes. Ono so Isaac Pelucid Abuaji JB. We heavy pa my classmates. This from the same class. Tini mi aketwa ene dini birthday no. Tichama, ye ma happy birthday Nyankopon shall be brave. And the birthday of Ajiman Bedu, aka Otto. Ono ye CEO of Sister Foods. Yeah. One of your sponsors Royal Sports Show no so. Sister Foods, someone that is Sister Mackerel and Sister Spices no aba. Na CEO I friend Mr. Ajiman Bedu, aka Otto. And then I would that ti penyini we de Nyankopon ehon hira ene adwuma mu empeja. So adwuma no ze Nyankopon ko so antretre mu empeja mu na afei business enkoyi pa mse 2024 ide ya ba wi 2025 no we asia fa na nyina spices no enko Sister Mackerel enko na bibia enyefa Nyankopon hira omo ahoden na bibia enkoyi ema happy birthday big man nyame hira pa yenua se ranking cinema me comfort ousu of a mina high tension edina wodane ti yema na happy birthday mano enka na ranking ye adwuma Osika FM o teacher ni a wa bin yi pa na ne maame ene daso yi enti mommy yenyina ma happy birthday yenua ene se ranking yenua penyi pa we have you enti se mommy din birthday say ntumi nkani nguso enti Nyankopon hira mama na omma ahoden ne nkwatenten. Happy birthday.
Yes, Eugene, Mpacho Buamene and quick. First one, any of them, Namenyano, CCI and Franco. Happy birthday messages na and Ebana. We, a upon our Hello FM marketing department, or non say, on in your catchery, a brantier, coffee, and a catchery coffee, a brantier. Almost a young wish a body, our Ashtown. Happy birthday. Abody almost enquatintin p ahode ewom e de amount abody o Ashtown wa wonu e fe na catch Kofi Abrantie ene upon our Hello FM and say and show happy birthday. And then lastly mia kasanso no menu e fe no Organa 1 Organa say and wish ono ankasa na big boss and the Don edin obia a different Big Joe my friend Prince senior man Prince and that's no heavy brutal moko bonten so a onye ni packet wa ho we said the chairman say tti an African way no a na say enema won ho cash on ho and party bekoso nti Sir Prince Big Joe nyame hiraw na oma wa hoden a obetimi de atwa bosome a edi anim na ewura afefofrom ene de toaso ti Organa 1 ene mi ankasa says Candy and yema Big Joe happy birthday. Very perfect gentleman. I always address him me muna just yema wono.
All right, Aju
Manja
na bia boko na wakaza FM so da
oh second Cambodia na mama start here.
O takri kan come to ma bi obe just be bi obe sia na bia ye gidigidi na ye kura ye fine ho kura nya bete
and the amani pa ho tete na because maybe I na akodi na before so we kokra na adani asim bebre
anyway say ana say na ufri Alco Stadium ana
dia yi sa na
never cause
bia ni born there has for kafra say umbelus I'm over the no ma. I'm kafra.
Okay. Eze kotoko beshe.
Oh, ndie.
Je no wu.
Born into me draw. Ana has ye so why say draw na no bepe. So ndo si say coach Kraka say e any home ni de anya abia the draw bi beko. As by bia no the 2 echo. Ano be fine ma ask for.
I see. Ebefa course kakra on ni sorry Baskandi. Bacho boa me baby ane already a Bible verse ni free na ye hwene nipa na owini ye ne mfama no me anti odiki anope one ne wife me aminu aba na
sure
me sure say some be aroma kwa sorry aba
yes can't get see the do girls and 50 cities near chair no ye fa verse
afeni e be
sorry afeni e de money pa kro ye fa verse ni free Psalm 54 verse 6.
Okay.
On say me read you and chana kokko to drum ka be wura dem and what to free chiro de ba.
Was all no king kan Bible was sorry quotations in be on my woni trim.
Ba bia ono so de fine nya ho ne yeje winner no e de afa. Nti no wo be kan o high untimenye but can ma just few seconds nya de isco we ni production or say Xmas Gala. Now Isco Cup production 27th of this month here, which is December 8 a.m. and on best started Broncon Park.
Afrancho
Broncon, sir. Okay, Afrancho Broncon. Edina no.
Broncon Matida.
Very good. Also registration 300 Ghana is going to anyone buy you.
Registration 300 form.
300 Ghana cedis.
Maza.
Christmas Gala.
The referees in Kwabedi that form.
And that for me, I bet you prize money. I bet you over. The Afrancho Broncon na Gala Koso na Isco mo say security assorted nti o ba ho no ma nya de say o say sure say o ba ama bibi boni bia ba beto.
All right,
so information a obe pie ana obe hia bia no and the war flyer na say kama I'll be my friend obisa o nti no the venue will be the Broncon Park. And a games in the course.
All right. Before I put down to so by Enfa course kakra. Yeah. Hello.
Kanu.
Yeah. Anani. You too.
And the mama baso. Now and then Kanu and then I call Masiba Bayala. I thought I was talking to you. But we are and Yama who was not more training down to Anna. And Paso City. Also connect by 41 years the Mama has one there. Because the couple would pray and the very stuff like a war. And you have a foreign man to you. So, Baba, and I got a voice to you. And that's there. I don't forget about because how they will get power on this one. That's a cut out of what they think the house will move. Can you say you think that we have one and there? You develop them to help Baba.
What I say? Hello?
Hello, the color of the young
and comes when I frozen.
The government of Japan and the water.
Okay.
The color a go by 5 o'clock now a crack book as a to 2-1.
Oh, okay.
Number Monday and let the throw back.
Matty.
I have a second to 2-1. Oh, Matty. After I think that I cook my table with you could try a young one.
Matty, you. Now, I'm from Umrasum Dream. Hello?
Good morning.
Yes, our boss, Matodin. Okay. Okay. So what the question is saying? 2-1. Okay. All right, Matthew. May I say hello?
Hello, boss.
Yes, I see. Morning, Woody.
We did the Shadrach. Kasefri Kafu Azawa.
All right, Shadrach, you.
Also, I'm a freckers. You coach in Onfa. Prayers and more baby munim boy near Diana. For the brave ball baby unimbona, Obia da baby unimbono, Edano. Once I shower mutu. It's the omunimu and all for ammonia. Now, Miss Rice can't decide I do on your mammy. If it's an enormous mean, one thing would do mamma me pa. Adana, Ayana, generalist or no, if for no more kata, Mutimika say be a kotoko, ni weak point, I won't face it. But be a house and I won't be interested be a weak house and so weak point. And a cheat. Answer a brass candy catan or Chester Cotocomet for the no. And honor a team Numi and Sabia Pawasha. But house and so be swatch a woman until almost a weak point to me as Patricia and Kate or Yanaqua house there. And I did Tosu to and Petters as candy Yama Minister. Almost a Codinan and also in Tunisia house. But Kotoko has severally into a honors of the so I say. Question with her, but Ubi and Timini man and Timis Rauda 1 minute class. I question me.
Okay, Miss Medasi, hello.
Hello.
Yes, our boss, you're frozen.
So today keep watching because I will reply.
You keep watching it too.
But what am I making them to? Yeah, you can share half and 4 times to motivation. Almost one shop. That's say, Kotoko, let's have only a little one here. I know over the bar over the best. I buy young fan to the house bar more banner. One more banner so partner. na the person may know fire and for be and nobody now get a protocol you why the making has some one in about you and I dominate and I'm so yeah poor feel from my 9 if you know who are I'm feeling the men and I'm more no more channels on TV no more the air go hard is yeah no clear baby
Okay, hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
So,
Boko mini audin design.
Chapter 1 ni yo April.
Chapter 1 yet you.
Me da was the makatre Otokofo players ni na se mesre wo mo. Paul no omo mfani agro. Omo adwuma omo asia eno no. Ena omo nyomo agense Kotokwa no mo tra. Ese Ghana Blaster na say. Nti say afeni ye pe timu a ebetumi aboa Blaster ama Blaster akoso. Nti so mo bobo omo nyomo say omo be so mu ga mesre team. So mo timi ko mo ni ema yen so ye gidi say Ghana ye wo players omo ball ama no ni. Nti ene ball omo ball no ye be say omo fani agro na premier tie. Anya kro omo fa mo ye na ye to supporters ye ni cause ye be say le the ball na be tell yemi yentimi nko park no kra no commentary ni beti ye hwe omuncha emu bia hwe to cause ye petka otoko petka on fam mo so nke to von nyam madam aspa na misamo
Yo, eso da say. Hello?
Hello, Kanu.
Boss.
Good morning.
Morning, Zaudi.
We are say obedient.
All right.
Kanu, the American say no big because say has for weakest points in the infant. I know coaching. Omuni food no obey to the address be valuable. The Gebesa, it is so much one. Now, can you now look up by Jessino? A year sizes no because we go that you are large as far as Jensen to 12 medium or another game, sizes in the above your bite, not other bit.
Okay, Mate. Sizes in them say medium. That mean large. It's a medium so. For me so. All right, yam for last one. Hello?
Champion Kano.
Hey, I was already dying.
Boss.
Na boko die.
Nyamia down my minute for my search you go problem and one good. Yamoso
Bibia fine, you too.
Na nyamia sia wa chia ho mama wa na sa chia sia stand mama why.
Ye nyina eje so.
Nya nyamia se. Ke bi so chia o.
Matias.
Hey, take a consolia or me who are power or you go nyana.
Ada ndie no wahu.
I was out for the someone and I was most no more shani or mulusuya.
O da be se me kokotoko matches more. Waje ase.
How did on one more?
Na be nkrande kwan wa. Nka me won nkrande a ma house matches na me ko. Waje ase.
Kanu.
House bar round bia, house bar bibie ni ameko, omba beche ma meko. Onko omoba ayi. Ya kan se obo ase ameko.
Yeah.
Aha, house bar around there. Nation na say me ko bi.
Na akọrọkọ nkan abọkọ.
David amenko akra de kwan wa amenko.
Bla no. Kanu. What you want to fast? Why you fast yo?
So we don't just hurry up.
Oh yeah, very up. Mo about na unya kaka be Kenya nze nyame ya adoma ene ba hook kluk. Ha se be sekotoko. Kuma se be di ye dinga ka to se go na we fe di asanteman munni bi because I didn't yawa ko nan kan. Enti we korokoni na se na woko parka. Wo be di di ntema na oboko wako because ene bi to be sabo. Kuma se be sa ye bi nse di aye di ndada no. Enti we korokoni a mema we no e no top pressure ma se o kwa se. Na ya te be de abet amoa. O korokoni mi ho. Me ba do kan me boa.
Ah, no ba parka be hu no.
Oh yeah, yeah, but ya china se tuwa dada. Ya china se tuwa no ese wako rema na Venezuela Junior wa china se tuwa mu no. Timu na gu. Ente ene abetamu ano. Hu abetamu ano ene. What ya say? Ma ze ne defenders ya ibe jabe abetamu aso no. Ono ze na mo elebe pen. Na ko ne ha ti be sia no. Dan ko e. Wo lu nso nya no ja ne so. Ente de cheba ko de mana. Ene wo lu nso nya no. No ja ne so. Dale Coman, yes. And every time Dale Coman who France Papa Alawai.
Matias here.
Okay,
all right.
Yo,
Mate, ya brasro pa VIP suro pa no.
Suro pa no.
Ah, pampamu pa no, wana me.
So obi anya de ode.
Oh, Dabi, na me say me.
Abe do na ya church on ya makwan. Kanu.
Sorry dan. Me da se bebre. Ebusan for ya di dwuma de na isi aba ma me na se me nka nkyere mo say free eye wani ear waso nose ohwene screening eba ane minim throat free screening eba so nti wa wo nya experiences bi a wo say enya normal no say fa wani ho ana efa minim efa waso ene che say ohwene no we dey free Friday 3 January 2025 we bronya de na new year de ena omode mai ti Friday 3 January 2025 mze ye koso ye beka ho asempi we koso by Grace Medical Center I wo Breman UGC ben DVL office for no ma bien Breman UGC no ho ena by Grace wo musa ben Breman Astrotef ne pa aha nti ya na wa hyene nso se so be hia nchemu bia so a ofra obeje so 0244 976805 0244 976805 ti by Grace free fufuro mo dia ba nyankopon ya adoma 3 January 2025 a chese ye nyina be ko ni akwa check 102 aju se we dia ye ko stadium mana
wa wamba ne de wayo ho o tina few pa de a wayo we nye boy ya se o ka se me twen ayo TV so ebi ekura ni akodum light na go sa afide udiri me kana ba stereo be ba so na ayema go sa afide wa awesem ko
nezo be kodia no akontem
intentem na because sisi anu kwa ma think say otimo say ipa no kra de realize si bo na kaka krebe na chese ye bietuma na chese ye kra ya kontem a ye bebre pansa ni ti wa o tene fie ni de wa especially mo ben around Kumasi no menya wa adwen say ko menya kwa na ka ECG for na dum Kumasi for no be alright say de be ya omunya bi nhwe
all right mate
let's hear Mr. Jeff so
Mr. Jeff
or asim park
all right na fi ye ka kire omo ombeso mo hwe match ni bi so free no say Kotoko circles for no tickets omo si enche no aba be 50 ti wo ben Otec FM abia obetumi abegibi free
okay hey manager and on my idea and I want us to hear too much the we were fantastic brutal
true
because we were too much because we meaning presenter we confirm that or go the bedi as by am show
Matthias here
and mo ben Otec ade we dey mo angasa say the manager Kanu no yes we take it in as aba
true
Allah manager we fantastic brutal
all right everyone for you damo ase apomudi ahoto so na so enua kwame agene mbuaten na nakokoto na ode ba me sure say by next week be ade by next week there my minutes besan ba answer na break for Christmas e do be ase for your time production yes Isco Eugene Sikapa and squad ni nyina damo ase abna Chelsea o heavy pa odike ene mo amo tie ya no pe nyina damo nyina mo ase nyankopon ka obi aho